3.
Pow, and welcome back to the channel. It's Dan Who. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you unfollow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And today is a very special day as we ponder the question where one moment, one action, one decision changes everything. But I can't do it on my own. As always, here he is, my fantastic co-host. It's Villain Collections, everybody.
Did you say unfollowed that It's Dan Who as well? I wouldn't be doing that. But...
I tried to, yeah. I was going too quickly.
Pow, how are we doing, everybody? That was a great intro. I don't need to redo that. That was perfect. How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well. Here on a Thursday afternoon talking toys. I believe this is the first night of New York, well, the first day of New York Toy Fair as well. Not New York Toy Fair, New York Comic Con. So hopefully there's some reveals and some sneaky little tidbits coming out over the weekend. We shall see. I'd love to one day go New York. Never been New York. One day maybe I'll make it happen. But yeah, today let's talk some fucking toys as always. We've got some little bit of news to talk about. Then we got to get into the main topic, which is of course what if. I hope you enjoyed the little intro at the start as well. If we had more time to prepare, because this week has literally went like that. It feels like yesterday we were streaming. But yeah, if we had more time to prepare, I told Brandon we were going to switch the cameras round and like proper go all out. But yeah, wasn't to be. But I did like the little Villain Collections and the Brandon Who. I don't know if anyone's noticed as well, but we changed it around in our Instagram as well. Probably just confusing people like what's going on. I know we confused our super producer Rich in our group chat. He was like, what's going on? But yeah, hello everyone. And Brandon, how are you doing?
Bro, I am good. It is Thursday. I didn't realize until you guys told me this morning it was Thursday. It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah, it's zoomed by.
It's flying by. This is our first Thursday in October. No,
wow.
It
is, yeah. It is, yeah.
So that's been crazy. It's been a very slow mail week, thankfully, given how much of a busy week last week's mail week was. But while there hasn't been a lot of quantity, there has definitely been a lot of quality.
Right.
So yeah, man, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, as I said, this week's flown by, mate. Honestly, it's like I can't believe it's Thursday already. Like I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I don't know. It's just been one of those weeks. Been keeping busy, and here we are again on Thursday talking toys. But as I said, this is one of my favourite times of the week because I get to talk some toys. I get to enjoy myself a nice Copperberg, delicious. Refreshing. Buy some Copperberg. Still waiting for that sponsorship, people. Not happening, is it? Not happening. And yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Friday, sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's busy, but even still, once we're over that hurdle, the weekend is upon us. And yes, I'm in a good mood. And as I said, because it's New York Comic Con, there should be a few little tidbits falling out over the weekend, hopefully. There's some stuff. We've also got some updates we can throw at people. We had a reveal earlier in this week as well from a friend of the channel that we can talk about. And then, of course, the main topic is What If. We have now finished 9 episodes of What If. And we've genuinely discussed What If in bits and bobs, but we haven't really got into it. So let's get into it and talk about what we liked, what we didn't like. There is a poll right now in the chat. So hello to everyone in the chat. We will come and say hello to you in a second. I did put a poll up, so please get involved if you are near a mouse, near a keyboard. The question is simply, did you enjoy What If on Disney+? There's 4 options. It's like, yes, absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was all right. Nah, not as good as I hoped. And then, nah, thought it was terrible. So there's your 4 options there. So let us know what you think. So far, absolutely loved it. Is killing it with 62% of the vote. I'm curious, have we got any? Yeah, 7% said thought it was terrible. So there's a few out there. 26% said, yeah, it was all right. So far, 4% said not as good as I hoped. And there's about 60 votes so far. So we can get into that as we go in. Let me do some housekeeping. And then Brandon can say hello to some people in the chat. So if you make yourself known, say hello. We'll come back round to you now. You know the score. You've been here before. You know the score. So let me get into it, all right? First things first. If you want to support the channel, support the stream, support what we do, and then over £4 or $4 and off Resident Robot Friday will interrupt us and read your comment out loud. There is the Streamlabs donation link in the description, or you can use a super chat, completely up to you. But either way, it is appreciated. As I said, be a part of the stream. That's the best way to get our attention. And as I said, you will live forever then on the replay on the stream, and it supports the channel. Thank you very much. You can also hit that join button. You know the score. I talk about this every week. Support the channel, and in return, I get you on the channel that you're supporting. Legends and Liquor, all that good stuff. But not only that, you get to use these fancy emojis. Emojis are fun, people. I've got the Fanos Copter. We've got No Pins. Brandon, Frogman, and Hank are there. Good times to be had. As I said, you hit that join button, you can become a part of Legends and Liquor. Last week, I had a fun Legends and Liquor with the crew. This weekend, no Legends and Liquor at the weekend. We got a week Sunday, so if you want to be involved, hit that join button, let me know way in advance, and I'll get that booked in nice and early. Thank you very much. Of course, you can buy some t-shirts as well to get some bonus points, and other than that, all good times. Be a part of the stream. Happy days. Brandon, I'm going to switch it over to you, and you can say hello to some people in the chat.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's see who we got. So, starting from as far back up at the top I can go. Let's see. So, Phil Jones is in the chat. Dan Hayden is here, says nice waiting screen. CJ is here. Omar V. Tac Tac Toys with Film is here. Go and check out his channel. Clive Foxwell is here. Kyle is here. Victor says, Pow, it's Screw Toys. What's up, bro? Tanner is here, says evening, gents. David says... David Evan Smith is here. Go and check out one of his recent posts. He put up a really cool picture of what's it called? Of like Avengers HQ with the Avengers table in the middle.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Your boy's got toys says, will Dan be clean shaven and Brandon have a fake beard?
Imagine that.
I shaved this morning, although I was rushing, so I probably didn't shave that well. Jay's Toy Collection UK is here. Says, I hope Brandon and Dan have swapped houses. We did consider it. Travis says, what's up, Dan and Brandon? Mini Plastic Multiverse is here. CJ says, it's Freaky Thursday. Andy Davis says, what if Brandon could grow a beard? What is it with me? Oh, I suppose Dan has a beard, doesn't he? Okay. To Catch a Legend is here. Daniel is here, says, hello, chaps. Greg Fenstead says, what if Hasbro added good butterfly joints and double neck articulation to all figures? I mean, they do on most figures, right? Maybe. Kind of. Anyway, Jermaine Gomez says, hey, guys. JDman42. AB Nuggler is here, and I'm trying to remember AB Nuggler's the Tiger King reference from Legends
he's Ralph Baskin.
Yes, that's it, Ralph Baskin. Cowboy Collector is here. Cloud Foxwell says if they come to New York, we all need to catch up for sure. Who's going to New York?
I said I would like to go to New York.
Yes, we should go to New York. Absolutely. I think next year Comic-Con we should go. Because New York is really easy to do.
Oh, I'm game. I want to go. 100%.
For sure. I think I would have been game to go this year if we were like, this time next year is the best time. Daniel says, now we need an Armored Uatu, an Infinity Ultron 2-pack, and an alternate Killmonger head. Interesting. Spoiler alert, too. Jay the Grind is here. Rich M is here. Our super producer has done fantastic work on today's stream. Toying Around says, hello there. Graphic Toy is here. Congrats to Toying Around as well. I think he just hit 3,000 subscribers.
Pow. And MCU Collector hit 30,000 as well.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Fair play, everyone.
Home Dude is here. Gahubri J. I think that's everybody. Kev's Collectibles. Arvin.
Beautiful. I just realised that I can get the chat up while we're both on screen as well, which is pretty good. I didn't realise I could do that. There we go. Learning new tricks as I go. I told you I'm scared of Streamlabs in case it crashes, so I don't want to push my luck. But hello everyone, how are you doing? Of course, I'll keep the chat on the screen rolling for a second. Today's stream main topic is, of course, what if. Now, as Brandon said, it would have been great if we genuinely did swap houses or something. That would have been hilarious. Or literally had like a parallel universe, an MCU collector come in and do the stream instead, or do something like that. That would have been fun. But it's been a busy week, but we are going to, now we've seen all 9 episodes, we are going to talk about what figures could potentially be in a wave 2. Now, there is rumours that there is a Disney Plus wave 3, which has more what if figures. Am I correct in thinking that, Brandon? All just rumour, but that's what's circling on the internet. There's a Disney Plus Wave 3, and there's more what if figures. So this is, yeah, so if you believe the Fuchs forums, etc. So we're just speculating, as we always do, a little wish list, if you will. What characters have we seen on What If that would look great in figure form, all right? Now, we haven't actually got that What If wave in the UK yet. It's not due until, I think, the end of October, maybe, if we're lucky. I think Hydra Stomper is on the shelves at the minute, but no one wants to buy the Hydra Stomper without Peggy Carter. I think Brandon's got his in a box waiting, right? You've not opened it.
He's sat there, bubble wrapped, still. I haven't even taken the bubble wrap.
I'd literally wait until Peggy arrives, because they're a duo. But so we haven't actually got hold of those figures yet, but we can still speculate and pick some fun suggestions. So of course, Super Producer asked a question on his Instagram. People got involved, and what I love about Rich when he asks these questions on Instagram, he replies. Posts people's responses, but then like puts unique music and pictures to people's responses. He's pretty good like that. So fair play to Rich. Thank you very much as always. Couldn't do it without the Super Producer. So yeah, what if there was a Disney Plus Wave 3? What if there was a What If Wave 2? That's sort of what we're asking today. And we will get into that. But first, let's just give ourselves a little recap of what's going on in the world of Marvel Legends, as we like to do around these ways. So, right, go on.
I just posted, so go check it out.
Okay, that's how it's going. There you go. The Brandon's Instagram is on the screen throughout the whole of the stream. It's literally right there underneath Brandon's name, hero.collections on Instagram. Go and give him a follow. You may be a little bit confused because his logo is currently Brandon Who, and mine is currently villain.collections. Confusing. We're going to forget to change that back on something and confuse ourselves tomorrow, I'm sure. But yeah, go and check out Brandon's post. What is the post, Brandon?
It is. So this is a funny thing. I couldn't really think of a caption for it because it's that scene from Infinity War where Cap
grabs the shield, grabs the thing.
I put the caption as "Epic Avengers theme plays."
Yep, could do that. You can post it in your story with the theme as well, I guess.
I just did.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Sam, let's get back to the Marvel Legends news, right? So again, just quick recap.
Some amazing news this week.
Yeah, so quick recap. If you're in the UK, and I believe in the US, again, being an expert at the US buyers market, of course, I believe that this went up for pre-order on Walmart, I believe, today. And I think a few people managed to snag it. Not sure if it's still up for pre-order or not. I'm genuinely unsure. But I know it went up for pre-order today in the UK as well. Due January 2022. Or so it seems. We shall see. But yeah, if you want to get yourself Doctor Strange, it is available in all the usual places right now in the UK. I haven't pre-ordered one yet. But have you pre-ordered it, Brandon?
I have. Have I? I did. I put it on Pulse. I put it on Pulse.
So it's come up on Pulse. Okay.
It is up on Pulse. It's up on all of our usual sites. I believe it is still up on Walmart.com, as is the Unmasked upgrade to Spider-Man. And Ajax is up there as well. I think Spider-Man is shipping now. Doctor Strange is due. Pulse and Walmart say March, but the fan sites in the UK are saying January. And Ajax is available now in the UK and says it will ship in November for Walmart in the US.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so I didn't realise. There you go. So on Hasbro Pulse UK, of course, we have no Walmart, people. We are 50 times smaller than the US. So ours go on Hasbro Pulse. So they're there right now. So yeah, most Spider-Man's already shipped. So hopefully that should be here tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it shipped. It left.
It already shipped. Because Pulse UK also had Sylvie and T'Challa showing as showing as ready to.
Okay.
Today, but they've not shipped yet.
Interesting.
And it's not showing as in stock yet. It's still showing as pre-order.
Interesting.
I pre-ordered an extra T'Challa anyway, just in case.
I've not got none of them on pre-order on Pulse, so I wouldn't know. But I know this shipped, and then a random Black Series Zero shipped as well, I think. These, they're up right now. But this is stuff we knew about. I think that Spider-Man is genuinely just a reissue of a previous Spider-Man. I don't think there's any change. I thought it was a brand new Tom Holland head as well, but it seems to be the exact same one we got in the Iron Spider 2-pack.
I think they've retooled it slightly.
Okay.
Someone posted, someone in Asia posted a new photo of it the other day, and I think they must have retooled it slightly because that other head didn't fit this body. The other head was like, it made it look like it was a giraffe neck. So I think it's slightly retooled head, but basically the same thing.
Well, if I get it, I'll do a video anyway, and I'll throw up a comparison and all that stuff, and we'll find out for sure. But it's Spidey's always sad anyway. Let's be honest. So I'm not complaining with that. And Doctor Strange, it would have been nice if he just randomly popped in stock as well, but unfortunately not. But still, nice to get him. However, we already knew about them. Let's talk about something that was brand new this week, and something that is epic as well.
Oh yes.
So rolling over to the fuchsia, and here it is. Now we've been saying, we assumed this was going to be coming at some point. We have said many times on the channel that we're going to get, because we haven't had the reissue yet of that 80th anniversary cap. So we thought perfect opportunities to reissue in this 25th anniversary line with a lighter colour tone. That's exactly what they have done. We also, again, not saying we're geniuses. Most people had these top educated guesses. Same with the diorama pieces, etc. Let me just scroll down. And here's the picture of everything you get. Now, we got the diorama with a comic book panel on one side, with a diorama sort of image, a throwback, an homage of the original piece that came with this 20 years ago. But yeah, Cap, unmasked Steve Rogers head. We even get the down cowl hood, new shield with plugs in it, so you can plug in different accessories, interchangeable hands. Brandon, is this how Marvel Legends should be done?
It's a good question. It is a really good question. It is a really good question. I love this thing. I think it looks beautiful. I mean, the 80th cap is my definitive cap. I love that figure so much. I've never displayed it on the shelf because I never wanted like dust to get to it or anything like that. For the best part of a few years, it's been on my nearest and dearest shelf, which is basically on my desk in my room. So, and then for the last year or so, it's been Isaiah Bradley. But I love that figure. The only thing about this, we suspected this was coming. I think the mask and our mask heads are the MVPs here for sure. I think that really elevates this figure to a whole new level. Everybody I know will love the classic color scheme. But your question was, is this how Legends should be done?
Yes. As in no Build-A-Figure piece, more accessories, that type of vibe.
I think more Legends should be done like this. Or like this. Right? These are just beautiful. Beautiful. My only gripe with this is that I kind of expected, and I'm sure there are reasons behind it, but I kind of expected that either the arms or the legs would be pinless. I didn't think both would be, but I thought we would get one or the other. Same as we got with Falcon.
Oh, okay. So
they're not
currently on this thing. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No. Yeah. They're not currently.
So I thought we would get it same as we got with Falcon, same as we got with Quasar. But the thing is, I know that those were both relatively, fresh sculpts, so therefore they were able to incorporate the pinless. I suppose they weren't as able to do that with this. But I would have really loved to have seen that. That would have really taken it over the top for me. That being said, I think the accessories are great. I think whoever came up with that idea of, the shield and the bullet pieces plug in, I think that is amazing. I know a lot of people are going to have fun with that. The ACBA is going to be fun with that. For me, the main draw here is the heads. I think they really, really knocked out the park with those heads. For sure. Yeah,
I've been wanting a unmasked Steve Rogers head for ages. Is it you that's got a comic custom? Who is it? Cave.
Yeah, so Casting Cave.
There you go, Casting Cave.
He shrunk the Marvel Legends 12-inch cap Hasbro head down to 6-inch scale, and that's the thing. I love that figure so much. It spent most of its life either in a Ziploc bag, just taken out when I want to play with it, as Isaiah Bradley, or on my desk. Like, it has never seen the main display.
Wait, but you can turn it into Isaiah Bradley now and use this as your Steve Rogers on the shelf. Until we get an Isaiah Bradley, of course. It's inevitable, surely.
Wait,
What?
did I freeze?
No, you're there.
Everything on my laptop just froze.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm good? Okay, I'm good. Okay. It all just like stopped. But yeah, no, so what I love about this is it will replace the wolf cap as being my main cap on the shelf. It means that I will probably suck it up and put Isaiah Bradley on the shelf next to Sam Cap, which is up here somewhere. But yeah, I'm very happy that Wade got this reveal. I think it was absolutely his.
100%.
I love that.
This
I
is
love
what
that backing card.
Again, I know I'm a Hasbro book pirate. Like I can't help but being a Hasbro book pirate. But this is reasons like why they are like good at what they do, because no other brand are like doing reveals this, like, because they're not just randomly throwing Wade some random Marvel legend just to review. Like he's been like a big Captain America fan, talking about how much he loves the face-off cap and all of that for years, and he gets to reveal Captain America. Like Jay Hernandez loves Spider-Man, Amazing Reposed, he gets to reveal the symbiote Spider-Man. Captain Britain, I get to reveal Captain Britain. Like they're not just randomly giving us figures to reveal. Like they've put some thought into who they're giving these reveals to. Like so. As I said, bravo. Wade was the perfect choice for this reveal, and like he made it look amazing as well. Like he sold an extra 1,000. He sold extra thousands of these because
100%.
he made it look
100%.
amazing in his video, and his pictures is always so good as well. But yeah, I love that the back as well. They don't show it on the promo pictures, but Wade shows it in the video. The comic on the back.
Yeah, is really nice and similar to that. I think it's the same as the Toy Biz one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's the same comic that came with the Toy Biz, yeah. So it's basically, because it couldn't give you a diorama and a comic, it's give you a picture of a comic and a diorama. But I actually... shout out Laser Pants with a super chat. Let Friday read that out real quick.
Laser Pants donated $4.99. Hello from me and Dante at NYCC.
Oh, wow.
Wish you were here, Dan. Glad you're not here, Brandon. Tears of joy.
Thank you very much, Laser Pants. He says, me and Dante are at New York Comic Con. Wish you were here, Dan. Glad you're not here, Brandon. It's because you're an expert of the US buyers market. It's all it is. It's all it is.
It is. And there's Laser Pants. So Laser Pants is at New York Comic Con. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. That's so cool. You know, that's... Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just was trying to move.
Strider saved you with another super chat. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, can't stay. Off to support another Brit, Bond. Love the Legends.
Pal, thank you very much, Strider. I need to go and see the new Bond myself. I'm rewatching the old ones at the minute. But Strider says, sorry, can't stay. Off to support another Bond. I love the new Legends. Thank you very much, Strider. Much appreciated. Go and enjoy the new James Bond. I think Brandon's seen it twice already and he loves it. So,
yes, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, so I'll see it next week. I need to catch up first. But yeah, shout out Dante and Lace Pants in New York Comic Con. As I said, I'm very jealous. Shout out Alex as well from the Infinity Equation. I know he's got a table on Artist Alley. They've also been getting some nice little tidbits as well. Like, I suppose, I guess we can say this, right? Phil told me in the group chat earlier that David, is it Nakayama, who does the artist, like the X-Men art on the AOA, has told the Infinity Equation on their live Instagram feed that he's got a reveal that Hasbro, he's got an X-Men he illustrated art for that's going to be revealed at HasbroCon, I believe.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is. If it's false, blame Phil Jones. He's spreading these false rumors, but I believe that be the case. But if it happened on the internet, then it's you can't take it away. It's happened. It's not me. I didn't make this up. This already happened. I'm just reporting the news. But yeah, I am jealous. One day I will go New York. One day.
I keep getting so confused on Instagram with how it switched logos. I'm so confused. But yeah, I mean, I think this is amazing though. I think it's an amazing tribute to Toy Biz. I think it really shows how far the line has come. I think that was genius that they, as you say, that they had the picture with the artwork on the front of the diorama and then the comic on the back. I think he looks like a beast. You know, he looks really.
Can I just say as well? We both are probably on the same page. Where, of course, an actual comic and an actual diorama would have been better.
Oh, yeah.
But let's be honest, within their parameters, at least they're trying to show some love to what has become before. But me and Brandon ain't saying we'd rather have this than a diorama and a comic. We're just saying we appreciate what they've done. Hasbro book Pirates.
Yeah. The other thing is, thank you, the Talker Art. The other thing is,
shout out Talker Art.
The other thing is that I think my like, I'm gonna really shoot for the stars here, right? So if the team are lurking, you know,
shout out in Parallel's hand as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely, great hand.
So
if the team are lurking, please don't, like, I don't mean this badly. So, like, my absolute dream would be, whoever said it on the chat earlier, they're absolutely right, that this would have butterfly joints, it would have that Spider-Man, you know, Lightning Collection style mid-torso with the diaphragm joint and the ab crunch, and so on and so on. It'd be all pinless, it'd be all single dancing, blah, 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 blah. Like, that would be my ideal, right? But the thing is that that's not happening now. That doesn't mean to say that won't happen ever. Because if you look at how far this line has come in 10 years, since Hasbro really had it going, in 20 years since it was created with Toy Biz, like, I know we will see that eventually, to Captain America, if not to everything behind us, and they will convince us that we should buy all of it all over again. But like, when I was watching this video, I just felt grateful personally. You know, that, like, this line is still going 20 years later. Marvel has longevity to still be going like this 20 years later, that largely thanks to the MCU, we're all sitting here talking about Marvel Legends, because it reinvigorated the line, and, you know, we're here getting to look at, I mean, that head sculpt is just gorgeous.
If your parents brought you Marvel Legends as a 10-year-old kid for Christmas, you can be a 30-year-old man now with your own kids still collecting Marvel Legends.
I had that Sinister Six Toy Biz Spider-Man box set for Christmas one year. I can't remember which year, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that happened.
It's been around.
20 years later, we're sitting here, and the retro Spidey is behind me. Miles Morales, pinless Spider-Man is in my hand. Like, the line has come so far, and I'm really, really excited that they've confirmed to us in a lovely, subtle way, you are going to be getting Marvel Legends 20th anniversary action figures. This is just the start, and the craziness is still to come.
I'm hoping that the wave or the assortment or whatever they do will be revealed at Hasbro PulseCon this month, so I'm sure we won't be waiting too long. We can all assume, again, we don't know they're going to do this, we can just assume, and our best guess would be wave one would be Hulk, Iron Man, and Toad. That was in wave one of Legends. So you can just assume, a guess. That would be an educated guess of what they're going to do. But let's be honest, they're celebrating 20 years of Legends. They can do anything they want. Like, I genuinely think they can do anything they want. But this is a great start. I love this cap.
And me too. And I think the other curious thing is that from this we were all waiting on this cap. We've only had this cap once, which was, 2 years ago.
And it goes for a pretty penny as well.
Money on the aftermarket.
Not anymore.
Such a pretty penny. No. No. Literally, the price just dropped overnight. But the other thing with this is, with Iron Man and Hulk, it'd be interesting. Those have had their fair share of redos already. We had Red Hulk, we had Compound Hulk, Grey Hulk, Modern Green Hulk. So I wonder what they would do differently with Hulk. And same with Iron Man. We've had the Stealth, the AI Tony. There's Silver Centurion, War Machine. There's been a lot of reuse of that already. So I wonder if they do Hulk and Iron Man, what will be. I'm excited to see what will be different if they do it. But I wonder what.
It's a good point. It's a very good point. Like, this cap, we haven't had it before. We've had it once before, like you said. Now this is the perfect place to put it. But do we technically need another Iron Man? Do we technically need another Hulk? I guess the answer would be no, we don't right now, unless it's got significant upgrades. You're just going to be buying the same figure again for the sake of packaging, for the sake of being caught up in the hype. Again, I'll be a sucker because I'm going to buy them all anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I reckon this is a moment. Do you know what I mean? This is celebrating 20 years, as a collector. I'm not going to sit here and bitch, oh, we've already got Iron Man, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, no, it's about more than that. It's about what it represents. 20 years of Marvel Legends. Let's celebrate that. Whether you keep on mint on card or whatever you do, it's like a milestone within Legends. Like, what if a toy line lasted 20 years? Like, none of the toy lines I had as a kid lasted. Like, Playmates with Turtles, they've been around for a long time, don't get me wrong, but they constantly have to change and redesign the Turtles and relaunch. I know Marvel has lots of changes in the comics, but let's be honest, Marvel is Marvel. Like, Captain America hasn't changed much look-wise from 60s to now, do you know? So, I don't know. I just think we should celebrate what it is. And this cap is a great start. I'm probably going to display this. I love the masthead on this as well, but I'm probably going to display this one with the unmasked head because he's got the down cowl in the light blue. Otherwise, I would have displayed this one with the head. But I like the down cowl effect. So. Shout out David Evans Smith with a super chat. Thank you very much.
David Evans Smith donated $4.99. Iron Man probably is classic colors like AI Iron Man, but corrected arc reactor and pointy mask alt head and maybe new arc reactor blast.
Yeah, I don't think people would be banned at that. Good choice. So David says Iron Man probably is the classic colours like the AI Iron Man, but the corrected arc reactor and the pointy mask, alternative head, and maybe the new arc reactor blast. Yeah, because I believe the arc reactor is blue and it should be white. Someone thinking that? I know it's blue, but it shouldn't be blue, I think.
That makes sense.
So yeah, could be. This is a great body though. This is like just like that cat. This is a great body.
Yeah.
And it's an Iron Man. You can build a hall of armor. I don't care. Give me a different tone of red, and I'll pretend it's a different armor. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad about that.
Absolutely. No. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say is that I absolutely agree with you as well. The accessories overall is amazing with this. You know how like we say, Spider-Man needs fists, wall-crawling hands, and grip hands? They've done basically that with Cap. You know, everything he needs. You've got the fists, you've got the throwing shield hand, you've got the pointing, directing hand, and you've got the salute hand. Like, it is brilliant.
Yeah,
really, really brilliant.
But it is a higher price point as well, we should add as well. So I think this is going to be probably in the UK about £30, maybe $29.99, somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah. I think it will be Infinity Saga-esque. Maybe a bit dearer because of the base and the backboard.
But look, if we got that cap as a $20 figure and then I had to pay £10 extra for an accessory pack to upgrade my cap, I'd be a sucker 100%. To do that. Do you know what I mean? So why not just put them together?
Yeah, I think it's justified for sure. I think it is justified. I'm just if I put my nitpicky hat on, like what Shotmas does.
See this head. Look at this head. So good. So good.
Yeah, so good. Really, really good. And I think Wade mentions it in the review as well, that the head is kind of bigger, so it seems more proportionate to the rest of the body compared to the Alex Ross heads, I think he was saying. So it really, and I felt like the 80th cap was a sequel to the Face Off cap. Yeah. I feel like this is the real proper redo of the Face Off cap.
Yeah.
I think this is Face Off cap in Hasbro form. And they've really outdone themselves.
Before you tell me what your nitpicks were, Cowboy Collector's used his membership token. Thank you very much. Member for 5 months, Cowboy Collector. Much, much appreciated, my friend. He says, I'm really hoping we get a Hulk with lots of paint and maybe some new hands, fists, open hands, clapping hands. Do you know what? I really like that Hulk anniversary, 80th anniversary Hulk. But I just wish the butterfly joints were inside so he can do the Hulk seal clap. Rather than the backwards, but whatever. We shall see. What were your nitpicks about this?
That was my only nitpick was the pinless.
Oh yeah.
And I think my ideal would have been completely new body, but that's unrealistic. I think my only nitpick is that at least the arms. I would have at least liked the arms to be pinless. But it's okay.
Greg,
anyway.
Greg in the chat says this cap also needed a military cut haircut. Get his 2 main looks from the comics. yeah, Steve Rogers obviously has his military cut, or he's got his long, luscious, well, not long, but luscious blonde hair, if you will. So, yeah, again, I love having options for display. I always like having, because for me, I love Captain America, but I love Steve Rogers. Do you know what I mean? I like to be able to have the option because they're both just as important as each other, do you know? So, I like that we can display like that. And that's why I don't mind buying the same figure sometimes that's got some upgrades, because I can always justify a reason. I'm not one of these guys who quickly runs to the Facebook groups and tries to sell my old one for a penny, like a cheap penny. Like, no, like I'll find a nice spot for it on the shelf. So yeah, just having a quick glance through the chat, but a lot of people love this cap. As I said, I put hit and miss, and like I can't scroll up long enough, but yeah, a lot of people were saying hits. Toying around, Jam, Jay's Toys Collection. Nathan with a super chat. Thank you very much, Nathan.
Nathan Tolan donated £5. While I was stuck in Belfast due to buses, I completely forgot to talk toys. Anyway, enjoy some cider and ice cream on me. Hope I didn't miss much.
Thank you, Nathan. Much appreciated. He says, while I was stuck in Belfast due to the buses, I completely forgot to talk toys. Anyway, enjoy some cider and some ice cream on me. I hope you don't miss much. Brandon, what we should have really done today is me have some ice cream and you sit there and drink some cider. That's what we should have done today.
Yeah, we should have. See, we didn't think it through.
You'd like, this is delicious, by the way. Like, I'm not just saying that because I want some sponsorship. It really is delicious.
Exactly. No, you know what I should have done? No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say I should have like melted the ice cream and just had it as like a milkshake, but no, ignore me.
I used to do that. You can have an ice cream milkshake. Mini Plastic Multiverse, aka Tom, he says he used his membership token member for 6 months as well. Thank you very much, Tom. You know I appreciate you. He says, I'd love to see the Hulk done in classic 1980s colour scheme, bright lime green and bright pink purple pants. Yeah, I don't think we've had the bright purple. No, the other one had the purple, but not the bright purple.
No.
Yeah, again, like 100 people watching as well, by the way. Thank you very much for joining us here on a random Thursday. Always appreciate that. I might even put some flashy lights on for a disco. But yeah, we could have a whole theme speculating what could be in the anniversary line. But we won't have to wait long. I guarantee you before the end of October, we're already talking about more figures in this line. As I said, Hasbro PulseCon is at the end of the month, I believe. I think they've started promoting it on Pulse, I believe. I think so. It's on the homepage. Let's have a quick glance. Yeah, there it is. Hasbro Pulse. The 22nd and 23rd, which is that? Is that Friday and Saturday?
Week after next. Yeah, week after next.
So
Friday,
Saturday. Okay. So yeah. So basically, we've got 2 streams before then, and then the end of the month we'll probably be talking about everything that was revealed there. Hopefully, a lot. Not just by Marvel Legends, by lots of different lines, I'm sure. Was there anything else that happened this week apart from Cap, worthy of mentioning? And shout out Pattern Parallel once again, by the way. Like, bravo, great reveal.
Absolutely.
Videos on nearly 50,000 views already. Insane.
Yeah, how mad is that?
Insane.
I'm trying to think, what else was this week?
And I will be ordering Strange, by the way, people. I just haven't done it yet. But as soon as I finish this stream, I'll be pre-ordering Strange. Been waiting for this guy.
Yes, we have. I'm trying to think what else was this week. Damn.
Well, you can show off what you've got. You can show off what you've got before we got into some.
Because I feel like something was this week, but I can't remember what it was.
If there's something significant, we, me and Brandon need to worthy of talking. I'm sure the chat will tell us. Someone remind us. But let's talk about what we've got this week, and then the second part of the stream, as always, is the main topic. All right, so just bear with me and Brandon's ramblings for a little bit longer. But we're talking toys. You're all with us. It's all good. So, Brandon, what did you get this week?
Yeah, what did I get this week?
There he is.
And this thing is he is just an absolute beauty. He comes with a whole different. He comes with 6 hands, I think, 2 fists, 2 wall crawling hands, 2 thwips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
4
8
sets of hands. 4 sets of hands. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 sets of hands. Yeah, and he comes with the sting hands as well. So he's amazing, man. He's pinless. The textured suit is just gorgeous. Let me bring him over a bit. The textured suit is just gorgeous. He has the dumbbell joint for the head, so he doesn't have a hinge breaking into the sculpt. He's got butterfly joints. The ankle pivot is amazing. One of my favorite things is on the front. they have the stripes of the
Oh,
suit
they
go all the way
continue
through.
in. Nice, yeah.
Yeah. My only nitpick with the figure is that
They didn't do it on the
that
back.
on the
It's
back.
harder on the
If they-
back though.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. And to be fair, if anyone's going to see any of it, it would probably more be the front than the back. So, yeah, this is, as you all can imagine, this is top 5 of the year for me. Like, it is just phenomenal. Probably my favorite Legend this year.
And that's a great single release as well. Not only does it have the Build-A-Figure
100%.
piece, it has the 4 sets of hands, has the interchangeable head, it's
all new sculpt.
it's a perfect like Legends release for that character, as in that Miles can go in
And the
comic,
unmasked head.
MCU. I know he's not in the MCU, but do you know what I mean? Like, it can go wherever you want it to go in your display.
Yeah. The only thing is, my unmasked head has like a mark on it.
Does the unmasked head fit on the old one, by the way?
Good question.
Do you know, like, because obviously I've already got my Miles on the shelf from the all new or different sort of. That's where I have him at the minute. So could I put the unmasked head on this guy, and then have my other one?
Question. Let me check. So, so there he is with the unmasked head on him.
Yeah, looks good.
And then for Miles.
Shout out the Wolf Mother as well, by the way. Blowing your kisses.
Oh, she's been on fire this week, bro.
I know, yeah, she's hunting.
Yeah.
Leading the wolf pack.
Yeah, she is. I think she found what was it? She found AOA. What If? Did she find What If? No, AOA and Spider-Man. I think.
Found some Power Rangers as well. Wave 2 of the retros. Found some ducks.
Okay,
Seen her buying some ducks.
So the old head doesn't fit on the new body, and the new head doesn't fit on the old body.
Looks a little bit big as well.
It's the pegs are too big.
Oh well, just a curious question.
But, yeah. But either way, still amazing. I just lost one of the heads, but I don't know where it went. But yeah, so that was everything that arrived for me this week, which is refreshing for a change.
Apparently next week, Rich has just told us before we went live that next week is going to be Marvel heavy. I don't want to upset Rectangular. Is Rectangular in the building? Like, can we all just check that he's not here, because I don't want to upset the geezer. I like Todd, and this will hurt his feelings. So let's just make sure Todd's not in the chat. Have a look around. Everyone, have a look around. See if he's here.
But bro, it's so lame. Like, we have new Legends coming in next week, but it's just that exclusive binary. Like, I know we could get it from anywhere we want to.
It's only
there's 10 different sites it's currently showing at. Like, do I really need it for the display? Like, I have a Carol Danvers already.
So Comic and Cocktails are saying that Binary's coming into stock next week. Who's a Starjammer? I know Todd's been waiting for those Starjammers, and she's also the last Cosmic Walgreens exclusive figure before they switch up the theme. I know the US are struggling to find a Quasar and Nova at the minute, but yeah, again, we're getting Binary very soon. And also Tigra, not only is she left the airport and she's on the way to on the way to Rich's house right now, we may get her very soon as well. Ours maybe not far behind. If we're doing a live unboxing with Rich. If I don't know if Rich could wait. Actually, I don't know if he could wait. He might have to open a second one on stream with us, because I know he's going to be dying to open it up when it comes. But we need to get Rich involved when Tiger comes. Keep us updated on Tiger, Rich. We're on Tiger Watch now. She's left Heathrow. We need to know updates. All right, so keep us in the loop. But yeah, Comic and Cocktails are basically telling us lots of Legends are going to be in stock next week, so we shall see. In regards to me, this is the only thing that's came this week, is the Gambit,
Nice.
Mafex Gambit. I've not opened it yet because I think I'm going to throw it on the review table of just why not? Why not? I've reviewed the other two X-Men Mafex. Why not review this one? Robo's already done a great review online. I've sat and watched that. So I sort of know what I'm getting myself in for. But I'm very happy I pulled the trigger when I did. This looks beautiful. In person, it looks great as well. Lots of display options. I love his effect pieces as well. And I love that the jacket's posable because I'm not. When it comes to cloth goods, you know me. I do think they, in regards to capes and jackets, they can add. Like we've got people like Cosmic Capes and Scotticus Customs that can do upgrades for us here in the UK. And capes and jackets, I don't mind. Clothes as much. Like I'm not a big fan of that because I think they always look a little bit too big. But when you're posing these in the wind and stuff like that, I don't know. I'm just very happy with this.
It is, yeah.
This just makes me excited for Psylocke and like anyone else they want to give us.
That's it. So I've got Jean on pre-order. I've already got
Jean. I forgot. Yes, of course, Jean.
Yeah. But I haven't watched the Fush review of Gambit, and I haven't watched the Amazings review of Gambit.
Don't watch them unless you want to be enabled.
Yeah, because that's it. I'm debating. Do I need? Like I said, I keep saying to myself, you got Cyclops, you got Wolverine, get Jean, and then you got the triangle complete, and you're good. Like you don't need Psylocke, you don't need Gambit. But then I'm saying to myself, what if they do Rogue? What if they keep going? What if they do Rogue? What if they do Nightcrawler? God forbid they do Iceman or Bishop, or Storm. And then at that point, I want to backtrack and get Gambit and Psylocke. But at that point, Gambit and Psylocke would already have been sold out like everywhere.
Are Cyclops and Wolverine go for it? Do Cyclops and Wolverine go for a pretty penny on the aftermarket?
That's a good question, actually. I'm going to double check because I don't know if they do.
So what's the chat saying, right? These are the Mafex X-Men figures. Usually, some Mafexes go for a pretty penny after the initial release. Sometimes they get a second run, but I'm not sure if Cyclops and Wolverine have. I know Wolverine got a second release with the brown, but I don't even know if that's even in stock yet.
Not out yet.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's out yet.
Yeah, not out yet.
But I'm curious what the prices are.
Cyclops isn't in stock at any of the UK sites. I'm going to check Wolverine now. But I think they're both readily available in Asia though.
Okay. So as long as you're willing to pay the import prices, you can still get them.
Yeah, or even just to get them on. You can even get them on Amazon Japan, I think. Don't
get me wrong, the Legends are great. The Legends ones are really good for like 3 times less the price. But
yes, 100%.
But I don't know if I've started down this rabbit hole now. I'm going to continue. It's only 1 or 2 a year, isn't it? So I can live with that.
Yeah. Oh, Dan, why you got to do that to me?
This Gambit was a gift from past Dan because I prayed for this when Nippon Your Son wanted it a few months ago.
Yeah.
So this was a pleasant surprise to turn up at the door. So yeah, I'll be opening this weekend for sure. And I need to find a place to put these on the shelf. I might actually put them because the Batman Hush stuff is Jim Lee as well. Basically, just have a Marvel, DC, Jim Lee mishmash on the shelf, and have the X-Men with Superman and because I've got the Superman, and I've got the both versions of Batman now as well. So the Mafex stuff is so good. You pay for it, but very good. But yeah, okay. Let's just jump to the chat real quick. See what people are saying. Rich is saying that the UK Tiger is going to get here before his own. Yeah, he says at this rate, the UK run will be here. Unfortunate, stupid amount of money off America. Yeah, sorry, Rich. You just don't know these days, though, do you? You just don't know. Omega Weapon says yes, you need that Gambit, Brandon. No, they are not available, readily available, says Tyrone. He also says, I can't jump on the Mafex train for Marvel. Yeah, they are a little better than Marvel Legends, but not for that price. The Batman Hush line, though. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think the Legends hold up really well. I don't know. I like the little side collection of Mafex stuff. Because it's big, like, again, you know me. X-Men, cartoon, those looks, perfect. Binary is on eBay from Taiwan and Japan for $49, says Logan.
Someone tell Rectangular.
Yes, get Rectangular on it. Someone buy him one. I might just buy him one, send him one as a present.
We should.
But yeah, it's a Star Jammer. He's been waiting a long time for these. Let's get into what if talk then, people. Yeah, should we do it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so as always, we have a main topic for the streams, just to keep us talking, keep the conversation rolling, keep the chat involved. So today is what if we had a Marvel Legends What If Wave 2. See what we did there? What if we got a What If Wave 2 or a Disney Plus Wave 3, whatever you want to call it. Now we've had the 9 episodes. So Brandon, before we get into the actual figures, just your overall thoughts on What If? Did it live up to your expectations? And what was your favourite episode?
Yes, I absolutely loved it. If I was going to rank them, I would go Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, What If, Shang-Chi, WandaVision, Loki, I think, for Phase 4.
So that's all the Phase 4 MCU stuff, yeah?
Yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier was by far up and away number 1. I think Widow, Shang-Chi, and What If had a really big fight for number 2, but I think that's how it eventually came out. I loved What If. I think the animation was great. I love animation anyway. Having the actual actors, for the most part, come back, I think was brilliant. I didn't notice as much. Because of that, I didn't notice the actors here or there that didn't use their original voice actors. Yeah. So I enjoyed it, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite, I think I'm going to miss it most because those were stories that could have just kept going and going and going and going. You know, like it. Whereas with the other series, the more limited series, this I could just watch another 10 episodes for the next 10 weeks. My favorite, I think, was still you're
still deciding. You're still unsure.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna go Star-Lord T'Challa though. A Ravager never flies solo. I will find myself at different points on different days, and I will just say that to myself. Like, I just love the heart of that episode, man.
It was so good that Chadwick Boseman actually did that as well. Like, he continues to play his role even still, and can live that way. Let me just scroll up and read Abnugler's chat, because I do apologise. We were chatting away and I missed it. My bad. Ralph. What's it? Baskin. That's it. Ralph Baskin, the arch nemesis to Rich Exotic. He says, "What if Hasbro made a new Bucky cap as the first figure that they used the new mold to replace the Bucky cap mold, just to troll us all?" Now that would be pretty funny. That they gave us a new mold, but it is still called the Bucky cap, and just confused the shit out of everybody because we're like, Bucky cap new, Bucky cap old. Would be pretty funny, but
I would love it.
But Hasbro did confirm on my interview, by the way, just saying that the new Bucky cap mold will be a new figure with a better name than Bucky cap, because they were aware that the first figure, the name would continue to be that mold. So yeah, hopefully we'll see it in 2022. Maybe we'll get it announced in a couple of weeks at Hasbro PulseCon.
I hope so.
We shall see.
It's killing me. I really want to know what figure it is.
Yeah.
I want to see it too.
What are we going to be uttering for the next 10 years in regards to mold?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm really hoping it'll, like, because they could use that on a Daredevil, like they could use that on a Black Panther, they could use that on.
Oh, I'd love a new Daredevil. I'd love a new updated Daredevil.
Yeah, I'd love a Daredevil with that retro Spidey ab crunch. Diaphragm joint. Oh, and the butterflies.
Yeah, and the classic reds.
I was thinking about this today. I think I'm gonna get a second retro Spidey and like a symbiote Spidey, and repaint it just all black and put the retro Black Panther head on it. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Rich says, that bitch Ralph Baskin again. Goddamn Rich. Goddamn Ralph Baskin. The rivalry continues. Rivalry is strong. Just as strong as Hero Collection versus Villain Collection. Right, let's get into it. So my quick thoughts of What If is, I enjoyed it. My favourite episode, I think, was the zombie episode. Just because of the mishmash of characters. Not because of the zombies. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love a whole zombie apocalypse sort of concept. It's so easy, but it's still a fun story to tell. But I just like the mishmash of characters, like Sharon Carter, Happy, Spider-Man. Like, it's just random. Like, Wasp went giant, whatever. Like, Ant-Man was in a head like Futurama with the cape as well. With the I don't know. I just thought it was a fun episode. I find it hard to believe as we got to the end that out of all of the multiverse, that was the team you build. But did you really need Party 4 in that end team? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was and Chris, I can just imagine Chris Hemsworth in like the booth.
Oh,
in,
he
like,
was
the
having fun.
Voice recording booth, having the time of his life.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I can understand Chris Hemsworth was having some fun, but like, I just find it hard to believe that the Watcher's like, I can see all of multiverse, and this is the best Thor we have. Like, come on,
Yeah, true.
come on. I did enjoy the Widow though. Do you know the last Widow on that Ultron world? I liked her.
Yeah.
And I like what you said about the voices
sure.
as well. There was enough of the original cast where the ones that weren't they didn't stick out as much because the rest were, if that makes sense. Like, obviously Scarlett Johansson wasn't Black Widow, even though her and Disney are friends now. She wasn't there. Brie Larson wasn't Carol Danvers. She was in it quite a bit, but again, it didn't bother me too much. Like, we had Jeremy Renner with Benedict Cumberbatch, we had Tom Holland, we had Paul Rudd. Like, we had loads.
I also really liked what we got of Captain Marvel as well. Like, I think they really used Captain Marvel well, you know?
Yeah, she popped in
Like-
quite a few
like-
episodes, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, because like I enjoyed her solo movie, but I felt like it didn't do her justice. Endgame, we got a snippet of her, but it didn't do her justice. Like, it didn't bring out the best in her. Whereas this, I think they had that freedom to really have fun and play around and bring out the best in her.
Okay, so let's ask someone just put To Catch a Legend says poll for the best episode. So that's a good idea, right? So I'm going to end this poll and start a new one as we talk about Legends for the poll for the best episode. So we put both of our picks in there. Yours was what if T'Challa became Star-Lord. I put what if zombies. What are the other two? What's the other two suggestions? What are the chat saying? What was the best episode? What if Ultron weren't?
Doctor Strange was popular.
Yeah, so shall we put what if Ultron weren't, and what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hand? Yeah, that one. Okay. So I will put up a new poll with those options. So I'm going to end the poll that we've currently got on the stream right now. Okay, I'm ending it. So the results are in on the chat's opinions on. Okay, so Disney Plus. Did you enjoy What If on Disney Plus? The winner with 57%. Yes, absolutely loved it. 31% says, yeah, it was all right. 6% says, nah, not as good as I hoped. And 4% says, nah, thought it was terrible. Thank you very much to the super chat, Tac Tac Toys with Film. He says, President Steve Rogers, fingers crossed. Yeah, that was a nice little Easter egg there at the end as well. So let me start this new poll. Hopefully it lets me put the names in. Okay, so there's one. Zombies. Ultron 1. I think Ultron 1 might win this poll, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Doctor Strange lost his heart. Okay, I can't put his whole lost his heart instead of his hand, so I'm just going to put Doctor Strange lost his heart instead, okay? But you get what I mean. All right, ask the community. There you go. New poll is up. What is your favourite episode? I apologise if your favourite episode isn't in those 4, but I do think those 4 were popular. So what was your favourite out of those, shall we say? Voting is already started. And 3 of them started on 29%. So someone's straight in there. All right, cool. Right, let's get into it. It's Marvel Legends. Again, shout out to super producer Rich. He did all this, put this together for us. He actually had to take screen grabs from Disney Plus himself. I appreciate you, Rich. Thank you very much. Let's get in it. First pick to be made in Marvel Legends form to go along with the figures we already have. First choice. What if Steve Rogers? Would this make a good legend? We've got the Hydra Stomper. We've got Peggy Carter. We need Steve Rogers, right?
And I think this completes the trio. You know, this completes the set from that episode. I think if they wanted to, they could also give us, if they gave us 2 heads, you know, one that's a realistic head and one that is the animated head. I don't know how well that would work. Maybe if it's an animated body, But even still, the body could be easy reuse for a skinny Cap, skinny Steve later down the road.
There's other skinny type characters like Young Avengers maybe or something like that they could use it for in comic form. They just repaint it.
Yeah, basically.
New Warrior characters maybe, or
it's just I guess it's just the jacket that would take the extra resculpting. But I think this would be great. I think Steve Rogers is a character that has a lot of heart. I think the figure would capture that heart in the same way that the other What If figures have already done. It'd be great having him, standing tiny next to the Hydra Stomper. So yeah, I think this would be pretty great.
Yeah, I'd be, as I said, Hydra Stomper and Peggy go hand in hand, and Steve's piloting the Hydra Stomper, so you can get a nice little pose, a nice little setup with Steve and the Hydra Soldier. And I don't want to spoil anything, but Steve Rogers in What If, people, all right? You should keep watching. I think this would be a nice little release, and I'm sure they could find some reuse in that for some comic legends as well. But yeah, that makes a perfect trio, like you said. Peggy Carter, Hydra Stomper, Steve Rogers. Hit or miss. Let me just go to the chat as we read out. I'll read out a couple of these as we go through.
Yeah, I also loved that episode. I thought that episode was just brilliant.
Great way to start. Great way to start the season.
And I think there's a couple. There's a Captain Carter repaint that I would happily take as well. Spoilers if you haven't seen the last episode.
Right. Yeah. Mini Plastic Multiverse. He says hit. Jamie says hit. It's not something I need, but I would get it if it was available. Fabulous Disaster says hit. Tanner says miss. Not for me, unfortunately. Greg says hit. Dan Hayden says on the fence. Baby Man Steve would be nice to have, says Mr. William. Kev's Collectible says skip. That Steve is over. Vision. To the rest of the Multiverse Gardens, I think you missed a letter or something there. Okay. Kev's miss. Doombot says miss. Phil Jones says hit. Okay, so this was I thought people would be all in for this, especially with the Hydra Stomper and Peggy. But I guess in people's minds, they're thinking Steve's in the Hydra Stomper. You don't need him. I don't know. Interesting. Missy is cute though, says your boy's got toys. Okay, interesting. Okay, a slow start, but that's fine. Let's see if we can catch our imagination as we go through. For me personally, I would like this to go with Peggy and the Hydra Stomper.
Yeah, so I think it would be greit.
Hit from both of us. Okay, next up.
Sure.
Howard the Duck. Someone did post in the chat. Their favourite episode was the one that Howard the Duck got married in, which I believe was the Party Thor. Whop is Thor was her only child one. Howard the Duck has been in the MCU. In the Guardians of the Galaxy, he was in Endgame. He was in the final battle of Endgame, right?
He was.
So I knew Howard the Duck. We've had him in the 3 3/4 inch in the collector's box set, I believe. That was at San Diego a few years back.
Rumor has it he's also the benefactor behind the It's Dan Who Live duck races.
Could be the mastermind behind it all. But Howard the Duck, just like obviously he'd be a smaller figure, so think like Spider-Ham, that type of vibe.
Yeah.
A big builder figure piece, some stupid accessories. Would you be in for Howard the Duck to go along with these What If figures on the shelf?
Yeah. This, you know what he also is? He's a Who Vengers
candidate. Oh yeah. You can join the crew.
He would look so good in between Hellfire Hank and Frogman. Yes. Behind Captain Britain, definitely. Let's go.
Captain Britain's doing all the actual work. Frogman and Hank are clumsily beating villains, and he's just sitting drinking Mai Tais. He's not even getting involved. And Tigray is just at the back, like embarrassed by everybody, leaning up against the wall or something, going, "What's going on?"
And I would love it as well I would love it if they actually gave us Howard the Duck, properly articulated, and when I say that I mean just the usual articulation. But at the same time, I would also take him in like a Spider-Ham fashion, where he's just like a side piece to Gwen. He could be a side piece to another character.
Darcy.
Let me
jump
Yondu from What If.
Let me jump to the chat. Because the chat lit up red and yellow with this one. So this one's definitely a more popular choice than Steve. Wolfmother says I'd get it. Lizzie Hart says hit. Matt's put the little duck emoji. Tanner with lots of hits. Fabulous Disaster says Power Mark Tactics says hit. Tyrone said I need an armored Gamora and Infinite Ultron. Hold your horses there, Tyrone. We're only on the second pick. Come on now. Phil Jones says absolutely massive ducking hit. Jay's Toys Collection UK puts lots of ducks. Wolf Mother with the hit. Dan Hayden with the big hit. Jamie's with hits. Yes, we need any version of Howard the Duck. Jay's Toys Collection with the hits again. Howard feels more like a second figure, like Rocket, says Greg. Yeah, I guess like Rocket, Raccoon, or like we said, Spider-Ham, that type of scale. Rich with the hits and the ducks. Your boy's got toys, says Hit Pal Hit. He can double it as the comic version. That's true, he could. Doombot 9000 says hit. I want him in a 2-pack with Cosmo. David Evan Smith says hit. Tanner says, oh, shucky ducky quack quack. Cheeky Monkey Kiara says miss. I no longer like ducks. Oh yeah, she's a bit sore because she got dethroned on the last Legends and Liquor by the imposter variant Phil Jones. Is now the new leader of the duck race. But Kiara, I believe in you. You can keep training those ducks. You're so nearly there. You're second place. Right up behind him, biting on his tail. I believe in you. Kev's Toy Collection said this is over Ultron. I call him Visiontron because it's better name for him. Also, Gardens the Multiverse. I can't read Kev's Collectibles. I do apologise. It's just me mumbling, not you. Daniel S. I'd get it. He came with Natalie Portman as Jane Foster. Mini Plastic Multiverse with the hit. Kev's Collectibles says miss. Massive rip-off. Money. This should be $5. It's not even made. Kev's Collectibles. Calm down. Calm down. We're just wish listing here. He's already complained. He's already writing his complaint to Hasbro. They've not done it, mate. He's not. Calm down. It's all good. Calm down.
It's okay.
Woo! Just a wish list. Just a wish list. Take a deep breath. Take some Copperberg. Have a sip. Cowboy Collection says hit. CJ says hit.
I wonder what time the local place shuts. I might go get ice cream after the stream.
Someone Deliveroo Brandon some ice cream, please. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, good idea. Okay, I'm gonna check that in a second.
Okay, let's get to our third choice. Howard the Duck.
Yes, let's do it.
Clearly a popular choice. Moving on. Yellow Jacket, Hank Pym.
Oh yes.
And,
This.
I just want to say bravo to Rich with the in the box. He's got the mask, the unmasked head, and also I've just noted it's the Brandon Who logo there at the bottom as well.
Yeah. I think Lizzie Hart's picked up on that earlier as well. Yeah, man, this would be great. I thought this was such a genius story. You know, that like Hank Pym being the vengeful little so-and-so that he can be. Like, who knew Hulk could die like that? Spoiler alert. Like, it was just really, really well done. So I love that episode. I would happily take this for sure.
Yeah, he made the Avengers look like pansies. Like, he took them out so easily.
So easy.
Poor Iron Man as well. He's like gets killed in every episode of What If. It's ridiculous. But no, this was interesting.
I wonder if that is going to be one of those. Like, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, maybe it's an absolute point in time that Tony dies." Like, that'd be interesting if that's true.
Like every timeline, Tony has to die some way.
Some point.
Okay.
Yeah. But then,
don't we all have to die at some point?
Exactly. So I don't really know how that works.
Yeah. Okay.
If someone could explain that to us, I'd be grateful.
So I think this is a great choice for a figure for What If as well, because Hank Pym's Yellow Jacket was a very. This was nearly the MCU version of Hank Pym, by the way. I read somewhere that in the second Ant-Man film, he was originally going to wear the Yellow Man jacket when he went into the quantum realm, but obviously they changed it up because they didn't want him to be a villain. But in this, he was a villain, took out the Avengers so very easily. This would be a great figure, though. I love Ant-Man style figures because accessories are easy. Just give me a smaller version and a smaller version. Do you know what I mean? Like, give me that type of effect. Jump into the chat for this one. Lizzie Hart says hit. Kev's Collectible says hit. This is a hit. Matt says hit. Doombot says hit. Anson says absolute hit. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Tyrone says miss, looks good but don't need it. Jamie says hit. Wolf Mother says hit. Dan Hayden said not my favourite episode but definitely a hit. Rich says miss. I thought this episode was rubbish. I already know I'm alone on this. I'm not sure. I think every episode of What If had people that loved it and people that didn't. Both ends of the spectrum for every episode, I believe. Tom says hit. CJ says hit. I.e. Toy Hunter said miss, but that's only because he's not a Hasbro book pirate, so he has to say miss on everything, I'm afraid. Shout out IE. Phil Jones says Hank is a big hit. Pow. Omega Weapon says he killed the Avengers and brought the zombie apocalypse. Did he cause the zombie apocalypse? Is that in the same timeline? Oh no, it's a different timeline, but it is Hank Pym. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Yeah, because I knew Hank Pym was involved in other places as well. Hits is better than the Duck, says Kev Collectibles. Jeffrey says if Hasbro come out with Howard the Duck figure, it better be packed with accessories, but there probably won't be, and just put the torso there to fill out the box. Maybe.
That's a good idea. I'll buy it.
Yeah. Look, I love how people get so mad at things that don't even exist. Like, they haven't done that. I know they probably would, but it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Things will never be the same. Yeah, sorry, I just butchered that song. Okay.
You and me both.
I know, yeah.
It's okay.
Gentle Tuna says hit. Thirsty for Chicken says hit. Pickles Go Rotten says hit. Daniel S says skip. Save my money for the other figures. Can I just remind everybody that Hasbro ain't making any of these figures? We're just wish listing at the minute. People are like genuinely counting their money bank, going, "Oh, save my money on this one." It's not even exists. Like, we're just making it up.
I blame Rich.
Yeah, Rich, you made him look too good.
Rich, your producer was too super this week. Okay,
people are getting mad. Skip, not for me. Hard pass. Peg warmers, even though they only land on the shelf today. Ridiculous. Right, next up. This one confused me, right? Doctor Strange. So just an animated version of Doctor Strange.
I think so.
Just as simple as that. Just like, because in Wave 1, we got the superior Doctor Strange, the Supreme Doctor Strange. Yeah. So I'm assuming we want a normal comic, cartoon, animated, stylized version of Doctor Strange to go against that one, right? I'm guessing.
I think that's the idea, which is basically, I think, is just reissue the No Way Home Strange with an animated head and some redeco to make it look animated.
I guess so.
Which would be great.
I get.
I'll take it.
If I'm going to pick in one, all right, Shardamus. If I'm going to pick one Doctor Strange from What If, obviously we've already got the one we want. Let's be honest, without Doctor Strange, that team would have got beaten by Ultron so bloody quickly. If it weren't for that protection spell, they would have been dead. So Doctor Strange is the real MVP.
There were so many memes today where it was like. Guardians of the Multiverse at 100% strength, and it had all of them. And then it was like Guardians of the Multiverse at 99% strength, and it was just Strange.
It's true. That bloody protection spell.
Yeah.
I personally
can't wait to get that. I can't wait to get that Strange Supreme. I think it looks amazing. Cosmic Capes, if you're watching, get started on that.
I understand why this one's in the list, right? Because you've got the Supreme Doctor Strange. So you want the normal Doctor Strange in the same animated style to go against each other on the shelf. Because that's what that episode was all about, wasn't it? But for me, if I'm only going to have one Strange, I'd rather have the superior one that we've already got. So for me I'm going to say miss on this one. A lot of people are saying miss as well in the chat. I'm going to agree with them. I don't think this Doctor Strange is needed on the shelf. I think we've got the right Strange from What If we've already got. Let me just read the chat. I'm assuming a lot of people agree with us on this one. Okay. Daniel S says, I would skip if it came out, but it would be a cool figure. Miss, we got 20 Strangers, says IE Toy Hunter. Matt says, miss, unfortunately. The No Way Home Strange would fit this hole for me already. Jamie says, miss, don't need it. Too many Strange figures. Kev's Collectible says, well, what's the bubble on the figure that will tell me the answer, hit or miss? Pickles Go Rotten says miss. We are getting the MCU one. Cloud says miss. Rich M says miss. Cowboy Collector says miss for Doctor Strange. CJ says hit though. He says it would be cool to have the multiple Stranges like in the cartoon and movies. Dan Hayden says miss. Yeah, I understand why it could be there, but I don't think it's not necessarily needed, but not necessarily wanted or desired either. Do you know what I mean? People are like, like Matt said, the No Way Home one could easily fill the normal Strange gap on your shelf, vice versa. Jay's Toy Collection UK says Rich has lost the plot with that Doctor Strange. LOL. Miss. Bet he doesn't even want it himself. Yeah, Rich did say miss, to be fair. But again, all these picks are just to engage conversation, all right? So sometimes we throw random ones in there just to have a conversation about it. And that's exactly what we just did with Strange, all right? They don't all have to be winners. Would you want this one, though?
Oh, yes. 100%. Baba Yaga. Let's go.
Can I just say straight off the bat?
She was one of the MVPs of the whole series, man.
I did like it in the last episode. Spoiler alert, people. Hopefully you've seen it. It's not really much of a spoiler, but she reappears in the last episode, and that was a nice moment. Like, you didn't expect. Like, because I was thinking, what's going on here? Like,
yeah.
I thought it'd be Janet as a giant. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought Janet as a giant would come out, but that was a pretty funny little reveal.
Because Thor was like, oh, zombies, I love zombies. And Strange was like, it's what came with the zombies. And I was thinking, well, what have come with the zombies that could do anything to Ultron right now? And then she was just like, and as well, they mirrored that Endgame Wanda versus Thanos scene in there. Did you notice?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was brilliant. It was really brilliant. I think she's great. Use the Infinity War Wanda body. Just, maybe resculpt some of the arms, I guess. I don't know, to just have the damage on it. Repaint it, redeco, whatever you got to do. Let's go. This is great. Great pick.
We've not got the what if wave in hand yet, but a lot of people seem very high on the zombie cap that came in the first wave. So I think a whole wave of Marvel zombie characters would be a hit. Like, I think it would sell very well. Just as a nice little display. If you got 5 or 6 zombie stylized Marvel Legends, just as a little section of the display, I think that would look pretty cool. Perfect month to release them as well in October, wouldn't it? Like a little zombie wave. I think this one would be very popular. I'm sure other zombie characters may appear on this list, but Zombie Wanda was definitely a popular choice.
100%.
Let me just jump to the chat real quick. Zach, Jack, Dan, Shorts. I think this is his separate channel. He says totally hit. Toying around says I'm not paying money for this. Does he mean WandaVision? I'm not too sure. Wanda. Cloud says hit for Zombie Wanda for sure. Baba Yaga. Jamie says one of the most wanted. Lots of hits. Toying around says sorry. Just wanted to relate with others in the chat. Oh, yeah. Again, people love complaining. Easy to read name. I would love. It's not actually that easy to read name when it's all close together like that. But easy to read name says I would love for them to make a whole wave of What If Zombies. Yes, I agree. Exactly what I just said.
Or even that like an Amazon box set.
Yes, that'd be great.
I would take it.
Tanner says hit. The more zombies, the better. Dan Hayden says hit. Big old hit. He says. Matt Martin says huge hit. Tanner just says zombies. Rich says hit. 2 please to zombies. Scarlet Witch says a mega weapon. Toying around does actually like one day. He says hit. Pickles go rotten says yo. RYSQ or Toying Around said he wouldn't pay money for. He would pay money for this. Greg says zombie Thanos, Ancient One, Yondu, Armored Watcher, Ice Giant Loki, Ultron. Greg, you're getting ahead of the game, mate. You're getting ahead of the game. Slow down. We'll get there. And still got 40 minutes of the stream left. It's all good. Pickles Go Rotten says more zombies, please. Rich M says, do you think? What did he say? Do you think Elizabeth Olsen is gutted she didn't get asked to growl in that booth? Look, the amount of money they'd pay her to growl in that booth, I'm sure she probably would have said yes, but she was busy on the set of WandaVision, I'm sure. Cowboy Collector says hit zombie Lizzie Olsen, still taking my breath away. Wow. I don't know about that. I don't know if I could. She's a good-looking girl, but
Yeah.
don't know if I could as a zombie.
Yeah. No,
Pickles
sorry,
Go Rotten
you're on
says.
your own there, bud.
Pickles Go Rotten says hit. Easy to read name says Zombie Cap is a great figure. I'd love more zombie figs. Matt says massive hit, especially for the final reappearance. Kev's Collectibles says maybe hit or miss. I don't know if I want to have zombies yet. Kev's Collectibles is all over the place today. All over the place. This is. Hit or miss? That's the question we're asking, but that's what he's answered with. Jamie says Deluxe box should be Frost Giant Loki. Jay's Toys Collection UK says miss for me because I want comic zombies, not MCU. Would look good though. Yeah, that's an interesting opinion. Yeah, I'm sure people would like. The thing is with these, I think you can fudge these as comic zombies because they're just zombie versions of these characters, right?
Yeah. Zombies are zombies. Like.
Yeah, they're just zombies. Zombies, come on.
I'm confused as to how different, how different zombies can look from comic to What If. Like, zombies are zombies, man.
Brandon, can I get a zombie impression, please?
No.
Why do you just not do any impressions? It's ridiculous.
No. You do the impression.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how I get ice cream.
There you go.
Oh, that was a good
Thank you.
one.
Thank you. Appreciate
that.
that.
Was pretty good.
I was practicing
I'm
before
impressed.
I practiced before we
Yeah.
went live. Tat Toys with Film. He says
wow.
miss. Mini Plastic
So-
Multiverse says hit. Oh, sorry. Go on. Say wow. What we wowing at?
Sorry. To get Deliveroo Ben and Jerry's, it's $5.50 for the Ben and Jerry's, and then it's $14.50 for a small order fee.
Bloody hell. Does anyone want to super chat $20, £20 so Brandon can get an ice cream?
No, don't do it. I'll check the local thing.
Yeah, that is pretty pricey, isn't it, for an ice cream?
Here's one, $8.98, but still, it'd be like £4 around the corner. But let's check what time they close. Anyway, sorry.
No, Tekken Collect's is hit. I think Tekken Collect's at a New York Toy Fair, so hope you're having fun,
Yeah.
Tekken Collect. Tat with Films says hit. Daniel S says very cool, but I'd probably skip this. Logan's Dan Toys says hit. Easy to read name says Zombie Fanos would be a dream. Darth Primus says hit. Doombot says hit. I want all the zombies. Tat says ignore the miss from me. I was catching up on the chat. Jamie says it would be a completely different costume for Wanda compared to the What If ones. Oh, I guess you're right. I guess it's not really a comic look uniform. I guess, but it's still a zombie you could have on a display. Is my point. Shaun, sorry, Dan of the Dead. I like Shaun of the Dead. It's a great film. Shout out Sean Pegg. The whole Cornetto trilogy. Okay, next up. Zombie Wasp. See, I told you there'd be more zombies, but this is... So let's pretend this is Zombie Wasp in a, box like Serda. Yeah, like a box like Serda, like that big.
Yeah.
And she comes with the Scott Lang accessory, the Ant-Man head in a jar. That's got to be a hit, right? Giant zombie wasp with Scott Lang in a jar.
That would be 100% hit from me. Like, yes, please. Yes.
Yeah, to go along with Zombie Wanda. See, I told you there'd be more zombies, people. Yeah, I told you.
I think this would just be brilliant.
Whole wave of
I
zombies.
loved Wasp in that episode. I thought she was
She was basically the leader of the team, essentially, right?
Basically, yeah. And so, the way that she stepped up, to do what she did, it was solid. Solid storytelling, man. I can't wait to rewatch all of these again this weekend, I think. I would just watch them all. Because it was so good. And Scott, I really want to know what happens at the end of that episode. What happens next to Scott, T'Challa, and Spider-Man.
Oh, because they go Wakanda, but Wakanda's the zombies already, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
because Thanos is there with the gauntlet.
Oh, Thanos! Yeah, the zombie Thanos.
Yeah. But I don't know if the zombies are inside Wakanda or not. Are they inside or are they outside? I'm not sure.
I reckon they're implying that Wakanda's been overrun by zombies. Otherwise, how would Thanos be a zombie?
Oh, I suppose.
So I reckon they're implying that Wakanda's full of zombies. They've already got Thanos, and he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. But how conscious are they of zombies? Because Wanda seemed pretty conscious of protecting Vision.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, so... I don't know. Is he conscious enough as a zombie to use the glove, the gauntlet?
Yeah. I think in a way I'd also wish that Wakanda wasn't overrun, because it'd be fun to watch the episode end with Wakanda being overrun. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it'd be predictable because you know where that's where it would be headed. So I think it would be better if it was already overrun.
There's more stories to tell within that world anyway, I think. And I reckon they might do another one. They know zombies are popular. I think they'll somehow get another episode of zombies. Just think we've already got a figure of the Spider Hunter, zombie hunter Spider-Man. It would have been great if that Spider-Man figure came with the Scott Lang head in a jar. Because you got the cape, didn't you? And it would have been great if you could attach the cape onto him and literally display it just as the cape attached to the head. That would be a little cool little display piece. But let me jump to the chat. Let's see what the chat is saying, because I think this would be a great shout. Right, Tac with films says hit. Jamie says hit if you came with the Scott in the jar. Daniel S says okay, yes, hit. Okay, we got him. We got Daniel S. He's in. Home Dude, lots of hits. Matt Martin says giant hit. I get the pun. I like it. Cloud says yes, this was my choice. Hit. Zach Jack Dan says holy cow, hit and hit. Matt says hit for sure. Dan Hayden says hit, more likely a builder figure. Now we're thinking deluxe like Serda. Big box. CJ says hit. Mini Plastic Multiverse says massive hit. Give me all the zombies. Lizzie Hart says I'm not putting as many hits as I did for Wanda, but hit. Tekken Collects Trez 26-inch Giant Man and Wasp zombies and Frost Giants. Yeah, make that package and you can put loads of characters in it. Tanner with lots of hits. Zombies need brains. I think Tanner's turned into a zombie at this point. Jeffrey says hit. It's a zombified version of WandaVision Scarlet, which that would be great. If they did a whole wave of zombies, that would be great. But who would be the army builder figure? I guess Wasp could. Easy to read name says giant hit for giant zombie. RYSQ says miss for me. Lizzie Hart says how did Thanos get the time stone? He had it by then. By the time he went to Wakanda, he already had the time stone. He went to Wakanda to get the last stone, which was the soul stone. No, not the mind stone, sorry, the mind stone from Vision. Yes, but he had all the other stones by the time he got to Wakanda. Because he took it from Strange. Strange give it him. Remember? To save Tony. Because Tony in the end kills... Never mind. You know the story. Right. Jay's Toys Collection says, now I can't mix MCU and comic figures, even if it is zombies. My collection OCD wouldn't allow it, but hit for Scott's head in the jar. Yeah, I completely get where Scott's coming from. I'm a bit OCD like that as well. Kev's Collectibles says, still no waiting for Ultron and the rest of the Guardians of the Multiverse. All right. Calm down. Calm down, Kev. Calm down. We'll get there, all right? We'll get there. Can't come out of the gates with all the heavy hitters now, Kev, all right? We got to slowly build, Kev. Come on now. Toyfire says, everybody is zombies, easy repaints with minor retooling. I don't think it's minor retooling. I think that cap they did was all brand new. He had holes in his legs. Yeah. I think that's major retooling, not minor retooling.
And pinless as well.
Exactly, yeah. If you're going to do them as good as that cap, then they need to be new pieces. First of your chicken says, sounds awesome. Doombot says hit. Dark Primus says hit. Okay, cool. Zombie Thanos can be the bath, says Kev. That's a good idea. Cat Lives says, what's up, everybody? What's up, Cat Lives? I'm glad to see you still living, Cap. Good. Right, what did Rich say?
Oh, go check out Cat Lives' pictures. He put up an all new, all different photo. Sorry, an all new, all different Avengers photo the other day. And it was really, really good. And it hit 2,000 likes. Your
first statement's still correct. It's an all different photo.
This is true, yeah. This is true.
Okay, right. Next up. Everyone likes zombies. That's the conclusion we've come to. So let's have another zombie then, if you like zombies so much. How about zombie Hawkeye? Would zombie Hawkeye make your list of zombies? So far we got Wanda zombie. We've got Wasp zombie with a Scott Lang head. Now we get a single packed Hawkeye zombie. What are we saying, people? More zombies? Hawkeye's a zombie, or is Hawkeye too far? Is Hawkeye where you draw the line at zombies? You're like, look, I love zombies, but not Hawkeye as a zombie. Forget that. I don't want him. Not Clint Barton. No, come on. Where's the line, people?
I I think this. I would like this a lot, and because I think with all the zombies that we got in the show, I feel like this is also one of the more unique designs. You know.
Oh, with the arrows
Like,
and all stuff stuck into him.
Yeah, the arrows, the scarring. Like Zombie Wonder, I think qualifies because she just was like badass, and because you got that law. And I hate using that word; it feels cringy, but I think it's accurate. The second with Wasp, like they wouldn't have survived. They wouldn't have got that far if it wasn't for Wasp. She was the leader, so need. And because when else are we going to justify a giant Wasp? And I think with Hawkeye, like that unique sculpt, the unique look, I think definitely justifies it. Oh, also because we could put him against Happy.
Just to confirm to the chat, not every pick is just a zombie character. we do switch it back. We just thought we'd throw a few zombies in there and we'd come back round to the rest. So yeah, don't worry. We're not just going to go through every character as a zombie, even though I'm sure you'd say hit to a lot of them. But I agree with Brandon. I think as zombie characters go, Hawkeye is just an interesting one to look at with all the arrows and whatnot in him. And yeah, again, another zombie. Why not? And the chat say exactly the same as I've seen a lot of hits straight away. Tat with the hits, Jamie with the hits, Cloud with the hits, Tekken Collector's hit. Thirsty for Chicken just says, just do every character. Nick, I completely agree. Daniel S says, yes, damn it, I'd take it. Hit. I want Zombie Hulk, says Nightwing. The Wolf Pack is in the building. Sorry I'm late, lads. Don't worry. The missus has been here keeping us occupied, keeping us company. Don't worry, Miguel, all right? The Wolf Mother was here. We're fine. But we're glad you're here now as well. As long as the Wolf Mother hasn't gone, all right? Not picking favourites now. Lizzie says, actually, I changed my mind. I like the design. Rich M says, best zombie because he had assets I didn't need to Photoshop from the episode. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Oh, because he had a poster, didn't he? I think he had a poster that he could steal. Kev's Collectibles. No miss to the zombie Hawkeye. I want over him a zombie Iron Man. Okay, fair enough. Damn Hayden says miss on Zomhawk, but Hawkeye's with the mechanical arm hit. Oh yeah, the last episode version of Hawkeye would be a good shout. Doombot says hit to every zombie. Miss for zombies, says your boy's got toys. Not a fan of zombies. Okay. Miguel says got caught up on a work thing. That's fine. Without work, we couldn't afford all these zombie toys. Don't worry about it. Potential zombie toys, of course. Next up. It's not a zombie.
No.
It's Killmonger.
It is.
So, would you want an animated version of Killmonger?
I don't know. This is a tough one because this is basically the same as what we have.
Same design. Yep.
Yeah, for the Killmonger from the one.
He's literally get it for it. He's right here. Hang on. Yeah, the Black Panther Killmonger.
Yes,
from
there you go.
M'Baku Build-A-Figure wave. This is beautiful. Yeah. Obviously, we don't have the head there. But it's basically this figure again, just repainted, maybe to be more stylized from this animated look, and also a different head to make him a bit more animated. But otherwise, it's just the same figure again. So for me personally, I think I'm on the same page as you. As even though he played a big part in the What If, obviously he killed Iron Man, he was Iron Man's protege, all of that. He was in that last episode as well. I actually prefer his last outfit where he's like part Black Ultron. Panther, part Ultron. Like that's a better looking. Yeah. That's a more toyetic figure.
Yeah.
Because I love this figure as it is. Do you know? Like I wouldn't need this again.
Mine is there somewhere, I think.
Your boy's got toys. Says that guy was a dick. But yes, yeah. He was. He wasn't a nice guy.
He was.
Wasn't.
I think
that's the point, though. I think.
As well as, yeah, I wonder if they were. I wonder how much they were making the. I wonder how much they were making the point that no matter what alternate universe you go to, Killmonger is still just going to be a little so-and-so.
Yeah.
You know? Because think about how much people have been like, oh, just put Killmonger in as the lead for Black Panther 2. Like, I feel like that was this.
And if this always makes me think the Watcher is an idiot. Like, out of all of the multiverses, out of all of them, You pick Killmonger, who's clearly a villain, to put in your team of Guardians, and then he tries to turn on the team at the end. Like, what are you doing, Watcher? Come on.
Although with what Watcher says, because Strange says to him, "Oh, you foresaw all of that happening. You know, the Crusher, the Infinity Crusher wouldn't work. That Killmonger would betray us. Like maybe Watcher knew. You know, maybe he chose him for that reason.
I don't know. I just think the Watcher got a bit lazy.
What if the Watcher's lost his touch?
Yeah, what was the Watcher's just not watching everyone? He's just watching those 6 universes and was like, shit, I forgot to watch the rest. Just pick these.
Yeah, exactly.
I was busy watching Netflix. I was watching Squid Game.
Yeah. Let's see what the chat says.
I'm assuming a lot of misses for this. Jamie says Miss feels like the same as Doctor Strange. Yeah, I agree. Not much of a different character design in regards to aesthetic. It's just their sake of having it in animated form, I guess. CJ says hit though. Daniel S says hit. Doombot says pass on Killmonger. Miss for me, says Daniel Hayden. Greg says Killmonger only if they updated the articulation in Pinless. Marvel Legends also got restocks of the original. Mrs. Tyrone. Rich M says, anyone got a spare Okoye leg from that figure? Hit up Mini Plastic Multiverse. Oh yeah, good point. Does it come with this figure? Basically, our good friend Tom, aka Mini Plastic Multiverse,
it comes with the first Killmonger.
So he's missing a leg for the Okoye builder figure. So if anyone has a leg, I can't remember which one it is, the left or right. I apologise, I can't remember. But if you have a leg, it could be the leg we need. Let's help Tom complete his Okoye builder figure. So if you have an Okoye leg, please hit me up and we can make that happen. Thank you very much. That's my public service announcement for today's stream. Back to our regular scheduled program. Thank you very much. Right. Lizzie Hart says, absolutely not. I hate that episode and he shouldn't have been trusted as a Guardian. I agree, Lizzie Hart. He shouldn't have been. Gregory says, Jeffrey says, no, they already came out of the Killmonger version of him and his army soldier suit already, but it would be a waste of Hasbro plastic, money, time, and toy space. Very strong feelings about that, Jeffrey. Left leg. Tom has confirmed he needs the left leg. Left leg. Another public service announcement. Okoye left leg. Please, if anyone has an Okoye left leg, please contact my DMs. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Abnugler says, how about a shirtless Killmonger or a US military white suit Killmonger, Brandon?
I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. I think the white suit would be cool.
A shirtless Killmonger with all the a shirtless Killmonger with all like the scars on him.
Oh yeah,
but all sculpted into the body. That'd be pretty cool.
That could be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
Cowboy Collector says, miss, I prefer the Guardians of the Multiverse look. Your boy's got toy says miss for him, hit for the Gundam though. Cloud says, Cloud's with you, Lizzie. Matt Martin says miss. To Catch a Legend says better for Cosmic Ultron to have interchangeable Killmonger head. Interesting. Okay, let's move on from Killmonger because, as I said, people are feeling the same as Strange. Probably an unneeded Marvel Legend. Brandon, this was your pick.
Oh yeah.
Speak to us.
This is my only request for this whole wave. This was one of my favorite parts of What If that I did not expect it, but when it happened, I was like, oh, that is so good. I mean, Okoye is one of my favorite characters in the MCU. I really hope that SHF does her sometime soon. But I liked how they made it clear that she was not yet the general at that point in time in 2008. Okoye doesn't become the general till later on. And at that point in time, Ramonda was the general.
And is that his mom? Just to confirm,
that's the child's mom.
Yes.
So it shows that she's not just a queen. She's not just she's not just like the king's wife or something like that. This woman she can kick some serious
ass.
Good.
I'll say it for you.
Yeah.
Ass.
Yeah, she is one of I just love that design. I love the spirit that she brought to that episode. I think you really could feel and empathize with her on a level that she'd lost to T'Challa. I mean, I think of all of the ones on this list, this is probably the least likely, but I would love it. I would absolutely love it if they did this.
Yeah, I don't think she was predominant enough in the episode to be worthy of a figure for toy shelves, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
I completely
It won't
agree.
happen, but-
However, I completely agree. It's a great looking character, and it's again, I like that it shows you what his mum was up to for a little bit as well.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Amanda's posting squids in the chat because we're watching Squid Game at the minute, and she's not allowed
Is
to watch
good?
it
I
without
haven't
me.
watched it.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I quite like it.
How long
Quite
are the
like it.
episodes?
About an hour each.
Oh, how many episodes?
9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know
If Amanda was watching this on her own, right, she would have watched it in one day. Done. She would have watched it on Monday. But because she's watching it with me, I make her like watch one episode a night, and she doesn't like it. So now she's sat downstairs waiting for me to finish my stream, so I can come downstairs and watch Squid Game with her. But patience. I forgot to announce today's stream is 9 hours long. We're going all night long. Woo! No, not really. I have got work tomorrow, unfortunately. Okay, let's look at the chat real quick because people are saying hit. Jamie says hit. Kurt's also asking what figure did the left leg come with. I believe it was. Is it that version of Killmonger or the other one, the gold sort of version of Killmonger? Which version of Killmonger? I can't remember. Tom will answer in the question in the chat, I'm sure. Kurt, he said it came with a Killmonger Black Panther. Okay, the gold Black Panther. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Daniel S said, "Oh yeah, 100% hit." Doombot said pass. Mike D said he wants Ultron. Tyrone says hit. Kev's Collectible says Mr. Ramonda. CJ says hit. Greg says this is a cool figure, many would love. Cowboy Collector says this is my favorite part of the episode. Pickles Go Rotten says miss. Lizzie Hart said she's on the fence. Dan Hayden says on the fence. Sorry, Brandon. Mike D says now I need a Marvel Legends Squid Game guard. Toying Around said snoring. Does that mean 9?
I don't know.
Me either. Mr. Williams said super hit though. There you go. Yeah, look, it's that one. 2018.
Sorry, I'm just doing a public service announcement again. Tom's paying for the public service announcements. That's the leg we need, by the way, people. That leg for Okoye. We need that left leg for Okoye. Please report to my DM inbox if you have this left leg for Okoye. You will be rewarded. Thank you very much. Public service announcement is over.
Fun fact, that figure got revealed at MCM Comic Con in 2017.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Years are going quick. Quick. Right, let's move on. But people don't agree it's a good looking figure. Right, Party Boy 4. I didn't like this character. I'm not going to lie. Didn't like this episode. Didn't like this character. I thought... don't get me wrong. I understand it was just a stupid fun episode, right? So I get it. I just personally, for me, I just think there was so many other fun things they could have explored with Thor. Being a lonely child. Because Thor, he's Odin's son. He's the god of thunder. He could be an absolute gangster. And instead he's like a party boy. Like, it's like, come on now. I hate his little science tattoo he got as well. I just think, I don't know. I don't need this Thor in figure form. But he was part of the Guardians of the Multiverse.
Yeah.
So
my number one thing with this is I would not want it on one of the existing Thor bodies where the cape is attached to the body.
Okay, yeah.
I would want a detachable cape because for 2 reasons. The first reason is because in that Guardians of the Multiverse he does not have the cape, and 2 because having the plastic cape attached, it makes it a hell of a lot less fun of a figure. So having a removable cape means that, you know, you can just, if you want to put a soft goods one on there, you can do. If you want to just take it off and have him, you know, bare arms as he was in the last episode, you can do. So that's my only, I think we will get this just because he was a main multiverser, but my hope is that the cape is removable.
I understand. If Hasbro give us this version of Thor, I would understand. But it's just, I just wasn't a big fan of the episode. But I didn't hate the character. Like, it was just, I just thought there were other directions they could have gone with a lonely child Thor type thing. Like without Loki, he could have just been mentored by Odin and just become an absolute G, taking over these multiverses. But whatever. Mark Tatat with Film says, Amanda can watch my review while she waits. That's a great plug. You should do that, Amanda. Go to Mark Tatak Toys with Film over on YouTube right now and check out the review. No spoilers, of course, in his review because this man is a professional. And check out what Mark thinks of Squid Game. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat, the donation. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, let me jump to the chat real quick. Cowboy Collector says, hit Vegas.
Yes, I love that scene. I've not heard that battle cry before.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Your boy's got toys said exactly the same. He literally quoted that. Rush said they should have had Gamora as Thanos instead of Party Thor. Yeah, I think that got pushed to season 2 due to COVID. That's what they're telling us. But of course, we've seen a glimpse of that episode at the end as they went and got Gamora, but we haven't seen the origin of that. And the writer said Gamora gets the armor in a very interesting way, so we shall see. Greg says yes, be on a new body. Kev's Collectible says give me the Guardians of the Multiverse. Mike says just have his head come from another figure. Lizzie Hart says no Thor episode, it should have been Tom Holland, Spider-Man episode. Doombot says definitely a pass for Frat Boy 4. Yeah, Frat Boy 4 is a good term for him. Daniel S says agreed, removable cape and pinless limbs would make this a very fun Thor figure to pose. Tat with Custom says miss. Mr. Williams says big miss. Rich M is posting Mark Tat Toys with Film channel. Of course, you know the score. Go and support Mark Tat. Click that, subscribe, all that good stuff. Amanda, go and watch his Squid Game review while you wait, all right? Tyrone says miss. Matt Martin says hit only if he has the short sleeves and that science tattoo. Oh, I hated that science tattoo. Phil Jones says tat with Film link for Amanda. See, Phil and Rich are good, ain't they? Phil and Rich are good people. Both posting a link there for Mark Tat. Phil's crying. Rich beat him again. Mike D says working on a Night Watch custom because we'll never see a Legends of him. I need him for Maximus Carnage. Mike D, good shout. Maybe we will one day. You never know. Tucker Hall says miss for me. No more bro Thor, please Marvel. Return to Regal Thor to catch a legend. And Bon Williams says nah fam. Nah. Not for Thor. Okay, moving on. But I understand he was technically part of the Guardians of the Multiverse. So let's be honest, people. He's probably very likely we're going to get Thor very soon. Okay, so think the size of Serda box again. A few people have suggested this already in the chat. Giant Loki, Frost Giant Loki from the very same episode. Again, I didn't like this version of Loki either. I think if Loki did stay,
really,
well, if Loki did stay and was raised by the Frost Giants, he would have been an asshole. He wouldn't have been like all best mates with Thor. They would have been enemies. Surely, right? Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but no, because in this universe, you know.
In this universe, everyone's idiots. They're all idiots. I don't know. I just didn't like this episode.
Really?
That's all.
I thought it was so funny. I thought it was such a good take. I would happily take this. In particular, I would love it if they were able to do this probably as a deluxe, right?
With multiple heads.
Loki head, with multiple heads, yeah. The Loki head and 2 or 3 other, probably 2 other heads, and I would love it. I would get those Frost Giants, like, yes.
Yeah.
3 Frost Giants, army build them, hell yeah.
Yeah, give this in a deluxe packaging with a couple of extra heads. As in, when I say deluxe, I mean like the Serda size box.
Yeah.
Like, it would be a good display piece. It would make a good action figure. No doubts about it at all. Again, I just didn't like this version of Loki. That was all. But it was Tom Hiddleston. It was Tom Hiddleston. What am I talking about? That is the actor's name, right?
Voicing it,
yeah, of course it was. Yeah,
Tom Hiddleston.
It's getting confusing. Too many Toms. Tom Hiddleston, Tom Holland, Tom Hanks. Oh wait, it's not in the MCU.
Tom Who reviews.
Tom Hardy. Have you seen that skit on
yes.
where
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, where it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's trying to get him to say him, and he just keeps going for all these Toms. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, yeah. No, British. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good skit. You should watch that if you're interested.
Yeah.
Toying around says maybe with some optional Pooltrons to make different types of Frost Giants. What's he saying there? I can't read that word.
Let me see.
My brain says pool drones, but that's not a word, so it can't be that. So someone who's better at English can read it. Easy to read name says Frost Giant Loki would be super cool. Love the design. Can't say the same for how he was written. Yeah, I agree. The design looks cool, but Frost Giant Loki should have been an evil guy, not a happy-go-lucky best mates with Thor guy.
He said pauldrons, but I didn't. Pauldron like on a clone is like that. You know, like
okay.
Shoulder piece. So maybe he means the shoulder guards.
Well, maybe they were all unique. Yeah. Maybe I can't remember the character designs, but he was definitely had a crew of Frost Giants with him, didn't he? So, if we get a Frost Giant Loki, he must come with a tiny cell phone, says Mike D. That would be a fun little accessory. Shoulder pads or pauldrons, says Daniela. Thank you very much. Pauldrons or a side shoulder. I apologise, everyone. I do not have any pauldrons in my wardrobe. I was unaware of the word. Apologies, but thank you very much for the knowledge. I appreciate it. Okay, I think it makes sense for Loki and Thor to be friends in that universe because Loki didn't grow up resenting Thor because Thor was favoured by Odin. No, says Cowboy. Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree. I get it was just a random world. It's the multiverse. It could be anything. I'm just saying. It's not something I needed to see. Is all I'm saying. But I understand it was just a stupid fun episode. Howard the Duck married Darcy, for God's sake. It's just a stupid episode.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a stupid episode. I get what it is. I'm just saying I would have preferred to see a different version of Thor. Is all I'm saying. Okay, next up.
Oh yeah.
Black Widow. Now this is the Black Widow from the Ultron episode, correct?
Yep.
So so the only reason that Black Widow and Hawkeye survived this sort of nuclear holocaust that sort of happened because of Ultron is because they were in the Quinjet. So I'm guessing they could have stayed in the Quinjet and then went somewhere safe to wait and just waited it out maybe because it's clearly some time has passed because Hawkeye's got a metal arm. Someone suggested that would be a great figure earlier as well, and it would be. But I liked this version of Natasha. I like how she found. Do you know that Red Guardian shield we actually got with our Red Guardian Marvel Legend?
Yeah.
First time we ever seen it on screen.
Yeah.
Was in What If. It wasn't in the Black Widow series.
Black Widow.
It was in this.
Yeah.
But I like this character design for her as well. Like the shirt, the sleeves, the shoulder pad, the pauldrons on the shoulder. See what pauldrons?
Yeah, there you go.
Nice pauldrons. Yeah. I like this. I definitely have this in figure form.
Yeah, me too. I thought that, and as well, she really captured like the whole. You know how Scarlett Johansson can play Natasha Romanoff with that tortured past, like quiet rage kind of.
And she plays it off with wit and humor and just.
Yeah, and it's very like. I just think the voice actress was very well chosen. Like they really did a good job with it.
I can't remember, that voice actress was known for something else, and I can't remember what the fact was. Never mind. The voice actress that did Scarlett Johansson did Black Widow is known for something else that we'd know, but I forgot what it is. Someone Wikipedia it for me. Maverick 5 UK says, just join the chat, gentlemen. Happy to bash. Oh my bad, it just jumped on me. Happy to bash that 4 episode because it was trash. David Evan Smith with a super chat. Thank you very much, David. He donated £5. Friday says
$4.99. Do we think that the universe this widow was allowed to join where that widow was dead is the MCU movieverse and how we get ScarJo back? Thinking face.
It's a nice idea, but I don't think it is. So David Evan Smith says in his super chat, thank you very much. Do we think that the universe... Yeah, spoiler alert. Do we think that the universe... Hang on, I've got a button for spoiler alert. There we go, spoiler alert. Do we think that the universe this widow was allowed to join was where the widow was dead? Is this the MCU universe, movieverse, and how we get ScarJo back? No, I don't think it was, because it was clearly like an earlier version of the team, right? Because it had Nick Fury. Cap was still young. Like, Cap's not an old man anymore. So in the MCU timeline, unless something's gone different, do you know what I mean? Like, because Nick Fury's in space, Cap's an old man. I just don't think it was the MCU timeline. However, the multiverse has opened up possibilities where we can technically now, like, just be thinking, if the MCU films don't do as well as they used to in Phase 4 and 5, then let's just use the old multiverse excuse. Give Chris Evans a ring. Robert Downey, you busy? Let's get back involved. They've just opened the door for doing whatever they want, essentially. So,
yeah, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll get Scarjo back. She has made up with Disney now. She is friends with Disney. I'm sure they pulled up at her house with a pile of cash and was like, can we be friends again? And she went counting her cash going, yeah, all right, we'll be friends again. Ridiculous.
She's doing Tower of Terror with them.
Oh, the film?
Movie based on,
Okay, interesting.
So she had to make up.
Okay,
who we got next?
Next up is Hawkeye. There you go. Someone mentioned this earlier. So it's the Hawkeye with the metal arms from this same episode. Mm-hmm. So I suggest a 2-pack with Hawkeye and that Black Widow.
Yeah.
That would be the way to go.
Yeah. And the accessories for Hawkeye, just putting a few different decoed arrows in there, not just like standard arrows, just different deco. And it'd be great.
And the arm can come off at the shoulder, like it did in the episode as well. That'd be nice little touch. Because then you can have him holding his metal arm, or Black Widow holding his metal arm, or whatever. Definitely, and don't have a solid. What's the piece called? Where the quiver? Is it the quiver where you put the arrows in the back?
Yes.
So don't have a solid
empty
piece.
Quiver.
Have an empty quiver with actual different stuff, like that. Your little USB, that little USB arrow, for example, that they use for Ultron. Like that would be nice little accessories. Actually, fill the quiver with actual separate arrows rather than a molded quiver. A molded quiver is just as bad as a molded gun in a holster that you can't use. Do you know, like?
Yeah.
But yeah, this Hawkeye looks good. Again, I like the post-apocalyptic Hawkeye and Black Widow vibe. I like how they're both surviving. Hawkeye's losing hope at the end a little bit, just like he did in the normal world type thing. So I guess that's his character. He needs his family to sort of
keep him going.
Yeah, exactly. So it sort of keeps in tune with with Clint Barton's character. Jamie says hit. Pickles Go Rotten says hit. Greg says have a human arm that you can slot in to make it a normal Hawkeye as well. Well, I guess you'd have the metal up on the shoulder. Maybe you could do it. Maybe. Kev's Collectibles says hit. Tucker Hall says Hawkeye's a miss just by himself, but Black Widow with the Red Guardian shield would be a hit. Yeah, as I said, a 2-pack with all those accessories would have been great. Hit on the Apocalypse Hawkeye says Doombot. Daniel S says, yeah, I'd get this Hawkeye. Definitely a 2-pack with Widow hit. Mike D says, robot arm Hawkeye, but only if it comes with the normal arm to make it a normal Hawkeye. Rich M with a hit. Maverick UK, 5 UK says, definitely a Hawkeye. I think my favourite incarnation of the character. And people are saying that the actress that played Black Widow is the voice from Poison Ivy on the Harley Quinn show. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's Bow something, isn't it? I think. Yeah, Lake Bow, says Rich M. Thank you very much. She did Kingpin's wife into the Spider-Verse too. Okay, interesting.
Oh, wow.
I knew she'd been about. That was all. I knew she'd been about. Your boys Doc Toy says hit, finally. CJ with lots of hits. Mini Plastic Multiverse says hit. 2-pack would be great. Tyrone says, nah, I want a half-full quiver with space for one loose arrow. Interesting. Why only... I guess each to their own. Matt Martin says hit. Too many Hawkeyes, I'd have zombie Hawkeye, says Lizzie Hartz. Fair enough. Mark Tapped Out with Films says lots of hits. Okay, Hawkeye's popular. Let's move on. If I can find my mouse. Next up. No one wants this, right? This is a miss, right?
No, not me though.
Infinite Ultron. Is that his technical name? Infinite Ultron.
I'm not sure, but well done to Rich. I think it's a great name.
It's a great name, Rich. Is it his real name, or did you just make that up? What if his name was Infinite Ultron? Let's just pretend that. Okay, this is a deluxe Build-A-Figure. I don't know how they give it to us. I think Marvel are going to give it to us at very soon. Yeah,
and I really, really, really enjoyed this version of Ultron. I thought this was brilliant. I think Age of Ultron, the film, had a difficult task of trying to show how much of a threat Ultron is, without making him too big of a threat that supersedes Thanos, but also makes him unbeatable to the Avengers. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, because in this, he just went after the nuclear codes and nukes everywhere. Where in the actual MCU film, they debunked that. Yeah, that's what I mean. They debunked it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't Vision that did it. It was Tony that did it.
Well,
Tony went to. No, you're still there. You're still there. In the MCU film, in Age of Ultron, Tony went to that Sweden sort of center. Paul Brandt. But yeah, I don't know. The lifting Sokovia up to drop as a comment was a very like elaborate supervillain thing to do, which I think is a little bit far fetched for the MCU. I like when the MCU tries to stay as grounded as it can be. But I like what you're saying with this Ultron. Is like it did show you like how powerful Ultron can be if he's just let loose. Like he got that Vision body, no Vision to help, and he did stuff too quick, I guess. But as a figure, as an action figure, it's a great episode, by the way. It's so far winning the poll as favourite episode with 38%. Ultron won the most popular episode, at least out of those 4 that we put in the chat. Would you want this in figure form? Build a figure, deluxe, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a must get. Must get, must have. Absolutely.
Coming away from that whole what if season 1, if we're calling it that, with the 9 episodes, I think this is definitely the one that sticks out as it's toyetic first and foremost. And he's like a main player. Like he's the reason that the Guardians of the Multiverse have to come together. He's the big bad, if you will. So was needed. Let me jump to the chat. I'm assuming a lot of hits. Jamie with a hit. Mike D with a hit. Matt Martin says, oh my god, huge hit. Daniel S says, yes, hit. Infinite Ultron is a must have. Mike D said, I'd want that and I hate movie figures. Mini Plastic Multiverse, lots of hits. Kez Collectibles says, hit, give me that now. Rich M said, it sounded better than Rainbow Gems Ultra. Was that his other name? I guess that was his other name.
Was the official name.
That was the official name. Yeah, that makes sense. Dan Hayden says hit. People would customize him to Camcot, Sega Ultron. Some I can't read these things. People, what do you do it to me? Fabulous Disaster. Lots of 100%. Ultron Simba. I can't. Mike D, leave me alone. I can't read these random things. Rich M, hit. Jay's Toys Collection UK said the Age of Ultron has arrived. Hit. That's the one we've been waiting for. Greg says Infinite Ultron Vision. Dante and Brandon would love him for their armies. That's true. Pickles Go Rotten says hit. Tyrone says hit. I could use this as my MC. Oh, bloody hell. Everyone's saying it. What is that word? Sigma Ultron. MVCI Sigma Ultron from Capcom. Capcom Sigma Ultron. I have no idea what that is.
Marvel versus Capcom.
Sigma Ultron.
Am I jumping? I think
you
my internet keeps dropping in and out.
You were a little bit. We're finishing up.
I think it's me.
We're finishing up. Let me just Capcom Sigma Ultron. I'm just having a quick look at what this Ultron Sigma thing. Okay, let me throw it to the board.
Yeah, Ultron Sigma from the Marvel vs. Capcom game, Mike D says.
This is what I've just put in eBay, and not eBay, in Google, the Google machine. Okay, it looks similar. I've never played the game, never seen this. This is the first time I've ever seen this version of Ultron ever in my life. This means nothing to me. I have no attachment to this. Nothing at all. No, not a clue. But I get what you're saying, though. The resemblance is there. But I've never seen this version of Ultron before in my life. But I get what you're saying. Looks similar. Right? If I bounce between the two, similar. Similarities there for sure, no doubts. I get what you're saying, people. Tanner with the hits, Tyro in the hits, Pittlecrow right in the hit, Rich M with a hit. Joe figured it out. They've tagged me. Thank you very much. CJ with a hit. Sorry, people. Everyone's explaining to me what it is. Never seen it before in my life. I do apologise. Okay, next up. Do we have any more? That might be the last one.
I think this is our 15th and final one.
Okay, so last one is Gamora. So we never got the Gamora episode, so I suppose that's what we've put at last. We were meant to get what if Tony landed on Sakaar. Was that the episode, right? Yeah. So instead of Hulk, Tony went to Sakaar.
Yes, apparently the spoiler alert, because this was leaked information, I think, or was it leaked or rumored? I don't know. But someone basically said that when in Avengers 1, when Tony takes the nuke through the wormhole, he, you know what I mean? The thing, he fires the nuke, and he doesn't fall back through the portal and somehow ends up at Sakaar. Apparently that was the premise of it.
Oh, okay.
That was how he managed to get to Sakaar.
That makes sense. Well, in a weird way, but I guess that makes sense. So it's like the first Avengers Tony, essentially. That's why that Hulkbuster armor is probably the first Hulkbuster armor is built, because it's not a Hulkbuster either. It's because there's no Hulk to bust. It's something else. I wonder what he does call it, actually.
Exactly.
Well, Beta Ray Bill was on Sakaar, wasn't he, at some point? Maybe Beta Ray Bill's in that episode.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so Gamora, we see her in Thanos' armor, and she is also part of the Guardians of the Multiverse. However, we haven't seen the episode. We don't know how she got the armor. We don't know much. But Gamora seemed, we will find out more next year in season 2. But figure form, I'm sure she'd look great. But again, we've not really seen much of her yet to have that much of an attachment to her. But people seem to want her. Rich M says hit. Fabulous Disaster, lots of 100%. Omega Weapons says hit, one for each multiverse. Toying Around says hopefully Hasbro Pulse will release the MCU Ultron figures as an army builder. Maybe. Toying Around, maybe. I think Brandon and Dante are just buying them all up, unfortunately. Profit says hit. Says Collectibles says hit. Tyrone says hit. Wolfpack says Lego did it. Sakaar, Tony Stark. That's true. Lego did do it because it was meant to be in season 1. That episode, as you can tell from the end of this episode, was meant to be in season 1. But for some reason, the guy animating that episode got COVID or something. It's just the way it happened, unfortunately. Jeff Goldblum said he recorded lines with RDJ for What If. Maybe RDJ returning caused a budget issue and it was delayed. Oh, interesting, because Tony doesn't actually... Interesting, okay. Shout out Mark Tapped out of the super chat. Thank you very much.
TAK Toys with Film donated £4.49. Doug Buster Armour Tears of Joy.
Oh, Doug Buster Armour. Oh, because Doug is... what's his friend? Korg's, right?
Oh, yeah. Meek.
Yeah. No, is it Meek? No, I don't think Doug's Meek. Who's Doug? I know Core says here's Doug or something like that.
Oh, Doug's dead.
Oh, yeah. Doug's the ghost. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused. It's been a while. Mark Tat, you've just confused us. But I know Doug's definitely something that Korg says. Lizzie Hart's with lots of hits. This is that's the most hits Lizzie Hart's has done all day. So this has definitely got to be Lizzie Hart's most popular choice. I'm just counting. That's a lot of hits. Yeah, this is her favourite choice. I'm pretty confident. Doug's dead. Yes, I remember him saying that. Oh, wait. So Doug is Meek. Oh, I can't remember. I'm confused. Dan Hayden on the fence for Gamora. I need to see that episode. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm looking at this thinking, I don't really know much about it yet. We shall see. But we did get Nebula. What if Nebula went to the hair salon in Wave 1? So let's why not have her sister in the nice bright green figure form?
Which needs a redo as well.
Yes. Cowboy Collector says Doug was the body in the prison cell. Bye, new Doug. Doug died in the arena. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember him saying, like, Doug. Meek is the insect slug guy in the army. Yeah, I know who Meek is. So I knew Meek wasn't Doug. And then it confused me, like, shit, who's Doug? It's just something Korg said in passing, not a character we meet. Okay, yeah, this is why it's confusing me. I'm like trying to picture Doug in my head. Very confusing. Thank you, Mark Tat, for confusing the shit out of her. So I appreciate it. I knew what he was saying, but you confused the shit out of me. But he paid £4 for it, so I don't mind it. I appreciate you, Mark. Thank you. Okay, is that the last one? Ah, there's Brandon Who. Ah, who is that guy?
That is. What if?
What if?
What would that what if be?
I don't know. It's what if Brandon had a YouTube channel and reviewed toys. You have reviewed figures in the past.
I did, yeah.
You just need a hoodie.
No.
Grow a little beard. Good to go.
No. Maybe.
I couldn't go clean shaven now. I'd look weird, I think. I did for years, but now I'd look weird.
I go a couple of days without shaving, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do it anymore.
I need to shave now. My neck is itchy as shit, but like I can't go clean shaven. Okay, that's your lot, people. That's your wrap. Let me get rid of this spoiler alert logo. Okay, let's just pick one. What's your favourite? Just as we finish, just before we get out of here, real quick, before we go. Which one? If we only got one more what if figure for the shelf, which one do you want? Brandon, I will ask you the question first. Let the chat catch up. Which one? Which
Ramonda.
one? Ramonda. Wow.
How about you?
Probably the Ultron. Just as a bad guy for the other ones we've already got on the shelf, essentially. Yeah, I guess. But I haven't got any of the what if figures yet, so like I've got no real. I'm not clamoring to get them either. Like,
really, I'm like gagging for them, mainly because I love having the product when we're watching the entertainment.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, like that's why I was like all those Eternals in one go, because I am so hyped from that second trailer. They're dropping those TV spots. The tickets should go on sale anytime now for November 5th. Like, I'm so excited to have those figures in hand for that film. And then, but like with almost everything this year, which I suppose is out of, it's due to delays and whatnot. But like, I really like I'm holding off rewatching What If because I want to rewatch it all when I've got the figures in hand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, as I said, I say it all the time when I'm reviewing figures, like Shang-Chi with the Eternal stuff. Like you said, having the product in hand just makes me more excited for what's to come, and like having it in hand just makes it more real. Do you know, like because when these films ain't out yet, like, and with all these delays that have been happening as well, it's like you just forget. The excitement comes in waves, but when you actually get the figure in hand and you're like, oh shit, this is actually happening. It's a reality. Like, it does get you more excited. And it's a shame that we didn't have those figures for What If, but clearly they got hit with those delays.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to address something hang on, I just want to address something Fabulous Disaster said. Fabulous Disaster DM me. I don't think I can help much because I don't really I'm not involved in that. But DM me, Fabulous Disaster, about the t-shirts. He said he ordered a t-shirt, but he never got an email. DM me, and I'll try and help if I can. But I don't know how much help I can be. But thank you very much for ordering a t-shirt. Let's try and get that fixed for you. Sorry very much. Sorry, what did Jamie say? Sorry.
So Jamie kicked us off. He said Wonder Zombie. Rich M said Super Reporter Christine Everhart. Tanner said Zombie. Mini Plastic Multiverse said any zombie. Doombot said all the zombies. Mike said Ultron. Phil said Howard the Duck. Omega Weapon said Ultron. Easy to read name said Infinite Ultron or a zombie. Greg said Widow Hawkeye 2-pack. Cloud said Wonder Zombie. Wanda Gamora.
I'm just laughing because Rich M has used his moderation power to block that bitch Ralph Baskin for 300 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't even know why.
Daniel S said, I think Infinity Ultron is guaranteed, so my unlikely hopeful pick would be a giant zombie Wasp.
With the Scott head.
With the Scott head. Ultron, Zombie Wonder. Doctor Strange is still available on Walmart's website. Jay's Toy Collection said UK, don't Brandon, don't say, I think he's saying don't say the entertainment makes you sound like a member of the Star Wars Hasbro team. It's true though, that's the word you use for it. Lizzie says Gamora is the one. I love the Guardians, but you can imagine my face in Infinity War.
Oh yeah, then that must be painful.
What happened in Infinity War?
She slipped and fell off a cliff.
Yeah. Mike says Doctor Strange on Walmart is great. Just make sure you order something with it so you don't get that dumb small order fee. Tag says Ultron, Widow, and Hawkeye. Easy to read says the Watcher in his armor would be a cool figure too. Yes, if you saw Rich put that as the Bath. Cowboy Collector said I want a 4-pack of all the dead Tonys.
Just leave dead Tony Starks around your collection, just like on the floor in lumps.
Yeah.
The Watcher in his
Prophet
armor
said,
would be
I got
great
my
as well.
T-shirt in mail yesterday. It's awesome.
Thank you very much,
And,
Prophet. Thank you very much.
Darth Quiz says Ravager Thanos with Korath. I would take that as well.
Do you know,
Solid picks, everybody.
just as a random one, do you know at the end where in the final episode where Doctor Strange puts that protection spell on everyone and they all get that like gold armor around them? Imagine figures of that. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
But yeah, great picks, everyone. As I said, the speculation is just a lot of fun. We are very likely to get more figures from What If. Again, there are rumors out there. And maybe some of them we talked about today were on that list. I don't know. We don't know anything here. We're just Hasbro bum pirates. What can we say? Or book pirates. But whatever they are. Yeah. Arr. This What If, lots of potential, like literally unlimited potential with figures.
With season 2 already confirmed as well.
Yeah. Well, they told us from the get-go there was going to be 23 episodes, so I thought we'd get all 23 hit at once, but obviously they're stretching it out a little bit. Just going to the poll. I'm going to end the poll right now, and then we'll get out of here, people. So the poll, I asked the question, what was your favourite episode of What If? All right, and we've just picked 4 of what we believe to be the most popular. I apologise if yours wasn't in there. Ultron won with 37% of the vote. Doctor Strange lost his heart was 24% of the vote. Zombies with 23% of the vote. And then T'Challa became Star-Lord with 14% of the vote and over 100 votes on the poll, which is always good to see. So thank you very much for contributing. And yeah, I would assume, we said that, we didn't we? We both predicted Ultron 1 would probably be the most popular episode. Was a good episode. Nice to see it, like Ultron become as powerful as he could have been, and jump across all the multiverses. And I didn't realize the Watcher would be involved as he was either. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely thought the Watcher would just be the narrator for all these episodes. I didn't realize like Ultron would literally turn around and be like, "Oh, who are you?" Do you know? Like I thought that was pretty cool, and the Watcher that actually got involved. I think he picked a dodgy team though out of all the multiverse, but come on, just conveniently really the ones we've seen.
I really liked that they did that with his story as well. That he was conflicted. You know, I can't interfere. Then he does interfere. I thought it was all really.
What are the consequences for that? Like, I can't remember comic-wise who the Watcher, like, who does he answer to? Like, what are the consequences for that oath?
I'm not sure. You know, the other thing is as well as I saw someone had said the other day that it would be really cool if from now on the Watcher cameos in each MCU film.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. At all.
I would really like that. Even if it's just like a shot of the sky and you just see like the translucent outline of him.
Yeah, or just the eyes beaming the stars or something like that.
Yeah,
they make it work. I even like the idea of just. I even like the idea of Stan Lee, like being in a picture or a poster, or do you know, like just a little wink or a nod to him in the MCU still. That would be pretty cool. Okay, Brandon, let's get out of here. That was a nice fun stream talking What If. The missus wants to go and watch Squid Game. I'm surprised she's not already in the chat going, hurry up, get off. But where can the people find you online, and remind them again what you just posted?
Yes, as always, guys, hero.collections on Instagram. Cap is up today. Ironmonger is back tomorrow. And then hopefully it will be an all Spidey weekend. And we're good to go. Dan, as always, brother, thank you very much.
All good, my friends. All good.
It was a pleasure. I'm hoping Pulse pull through and ship T'Challa tomorrow, even though it should have been today.
You wouldn't be mad if I actually changed my my logo to this one, right?
No, by all means. I thought that was brilliant, by the way. I don't know when you found the time to do that, but it was brilliant.
Yeah, I did it like literally 5 minutes before we went live. I quickly rendered it. That's why the writing's a bit sporadic at the bottom. I wanted to do proper Loki style, but it went a bit mad. But as I said, what if What if Hero Collections was actually Villain Collections? It was me all along.
I love the red too. It was just, really good.
Yeah, fun times, people, fun times. But as always, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. But you already know that because Brandon told you at the start of the show. He did the intro today. Brandon's just showing off with his Falcon, SH Figure Arts Falcon, just fly past the screen there, just to remind me. All right, well, this is the only thing I've got this week, all right? So I'll just pat him on the head. Hopefully we get some reveals this weekend. Oh, yeah, that was an Easter egg, by the way, last week. Yeah.
How did none of you notice?
Yeah.
No one noticed. He was behind me the whole stream.
Yeah.
No one noticed.
Yeah, last week. It was Rich noticed, and we didn't even tell Rich, and he genuinely noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, Rich noticed.
Was it Galgamesh? Is that his name? Gilgamesh, yeah. He was literally behind Brandon on the shelf all of last week.
Right, wait, not there. There.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, the waves have already started in the chat, so I'm going to get out of here. As I said, this week isn't a Legends and Liquor week, so we will see you next Thursday. I took a couple of days off from reviewing this week because why not? Are you busy next Thursday? Is that what you're about to tell me?
Yeah. Remember? So I think we said we'd do Wednesday or Friday.
Oh, okay, cool. We're fit out.
I got that work conference thing that I can't get out on.
So get them all involved. We just bring the whole work on.
Could you imagine?
We'll do a Legends and Liquor style with Brandon's work colleagues.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. If it's not Thursday next week, we'll definitely be streaming next week, all right? So it may be one of those random Fridays or Wednesday. Who knows? But we'll make it work, people, because hopefully there's some stuff to talk about, especially with the New York Comic Con happening right now. Hopefully there's some stuff to talk about. Not just Legends. Of course, we collect lots of crazy stuff. So lots of stuff to talk about. But yeah, people are putting squid emojis in the chat. So let me go. Let me wave. Appreciate you.
Thanks, everybody.
Hit that subscribe button. Go and check out the playlists. If you like our ramblings and you want to put us on in background noise as you drive to work or something, go and check out another one. Much appreciated, as always. Thank you to everyone who's contributed. I think I can really quickly, as we're rolling out here, just do my credits real quick. Real quick. Thank you very much. So, real quick. Thank you very much to Laser Pants, who's in New York Comic Con right now with Dante. Very jealous. Stryden, David, Nathan, and Tac Tac with Phil. Make sure you go and subscribe to my Tac Tac's channel as well. Thank you very much, gentlemen. But as always, Brandon's still waving, and you can't even see him waving. That's how dedicated this man is. He's literally, he was just waving even though no one could see. But I promise you, Brandon was still waving. I witnessed it all. Tanner says, next week, the integral, I can't speak. I know what word you're trying to say. The first ever Turtle Talk. Yeah, I reckon I'm going to make it do it. I don't know if we're going to do it like every week, but I'm definitely going to do a live stream that's Turtle related. And Tanner, you're definitely involved. We'll make it happen. Whether it's once a month or something like that.
On Tuesday with Tanner.
Yeah, we'll do it once a month or something like that. The first Tuesday of every month or something. Tanner, we'll make it happen. I'm going to make a Turtle Talk happen. Just to give me another excuse to drink cider on the internet to try and get that Copperberg sponsorship, really, to be honest. Lots of squids in the chat. Squid Game. I would recommend Squid Game as well, by the way, but go and watch Mark Tac Tac's review. He convinced me to watch it. I'd never heard of it until I watched Mark's review. So Mark Tac Tac's review sold me on it, and then now Amanda's hooked. So yeah, I better go downstairs, and she's not got it ready or anything. She needs to have it ready, so when I walk downstairs, she presses play. Bye-bye!
Thanks, everybody.